part of the show today, all you have to do is to make sure you write down these numbers for me. Sadabeya be lines retuma. Woso benya kwenya na oni yen edi nkomo. Me pacho 0260 196064 0260 196064. 0260196064 0260196065. Abusuane we di lines are ye bia humatofo no tuma. Obefred na woni yen edi nkomo ena wiei on Sompa 106.5 FM for God and Country Jumadie no. Mo amuhwan wo Facebook. We want to say akwaba. Friend to tell a friend say Sompa 106.5 FM Accra our Facebook. Mumba boding na munko Facebook says ya. And the videos are yebe yamamono. Aye duchem. Tibo moding pa. Sompa 106.5 FM Accra. Bombarding na constitution wo Facebook. Now like your page in my end. Comment and share the pages for us. Who comment via would be Brian. Ewo Facebook biano. Magic bread making can engineer Eddie Amao. And Tibe Bia Obiano Shannon song. For God and Country. Every Saturday I hope him say no num ebeba pemo. Nasaka bio say ye when you mekuo ahudro and naya wo maso asra. De biara da no ye for God and Country dwumade ne de brewo. De di kan no ahomka heat patch. Ahomka heat patch. So temen kan da nwumre na honam nyina ya wo sre ya wo ya. We oba ubu nsa na wa ya se ya wo ya. Me pa chobo mo na kope ahomka heat patch. So ko pharmacy bia ben obia me pa chobo nya ahomka heat patch. Kankan mo amu nkran ha. Green Light Pharmacy, Mosaic Pharmacy. Sasna do any trade. Accra Origin Chemist, Sterida Pharmacy, Nisi Pharmacy, Repass Ventures, More Cape Coast, Busi Pharmacy, Cape Coast Pharmacy, Honsal Pharmacy, More Ashanti Region, Alpha Dio, Panacea Pharmacy, Danny Pharma Limited, More Takra, the Munka is a Mudu Trade, a Buako Pharmacy, Knock Chemics, Sasna do any trade, Nimdia Pharmacy. Sia, dear one Sabaka, Ahumka Hit Pachibi, more Eastern Region, Gabson Pharmacy, Drug Right Pharmacy, Eastern Chemist, any pharmacy shop, yeah, Ben will be Biaro, but modern pa nakope Ahumka Hit Patch. Ahumka Hit Patchy, yes, simply no pain in the year 2025. Wait me up on modern after 0599 802 297. And again, you can read them on 0248 509 003. And again, better still, you can call them on 053 6645 334. People 2025, yeah, you won't be there. Kai say, with a Homeka Heat Patch, you have no pain. Sasna Electroland Ghana Limited, for so boy, Chidom Kasi pa. And maybe I will be a don't me pa chop. So, yeah, electronics at all, say your TV. Say your air condition, say your fridges, say your washing machines, kettle, rice cookers, microwave ovens, any blenders are. Abochie abobodin pan for when it's rare. Electroland Ghana Limited. We are talking about it. Brand beer who here piano. Dear on Sabeka. Say a NASCO product, media product. Say a Samsung product. Say a TCL product. Remember the name. It's Electroland Ghana Limited. Then you just some Cassiana that say, what do we need Electroland Ghana Limited? Ukoto idea wa you have 15% discount. One per win up a ding. You show much acquiring ewo Techiman. Bia any backshot didn't anymore. Ewo Kumasi Station wa. Now what work Kumasi? But more than never when it's Kasi Junction and as a Tech Junction. One crime. A dental barrier, Dantuman Runabout, industrial area, Bianimel Complex Lidi anymore. Nampachosa, what in Chaos Sunyani, Mankasim Cape Coast, Takradina Tamalea, Mipacho Electroland Ghana Limited, Ewo Nakaise, Upasoni only Dinkomwa, number of from West Sunie, 0245 949495, 0245 949495. 94.95. Winning numbers are facing so over to me Electoral Ghana Limited for Abochie Abom. That's actually the Subio say. A endpoint homeopathic clinic. Me pacho a clinic one was so I would do it. Me pacho why I said here. A one time quick. What I say? Yari one crowd do cruacha uju one jero. Bombarding power for when it's endpoint homeopathic clinic. Bema upa so show bear fruit. And so bosswa yak I didn't fat. Oba upa so fe fruit. Was what that's watch it untiminyum. Me pacho bombarding power for when it's endpoint homeopathic clinic. Ebusia wamo enebeka wasema mao. Ama wenya yaresa. Mpacho wenya njuju ye anadi abrofo kare se stroke no. Me pacho obo moding now the wedi chire endpoint homeopathic clinic. Omo physiotherapy sessions. Sasa na wamo special massage sessions ometimi di ajeje aboa pa ma wade ho. Enti bebia obi a wotemi nka nda nwumre bia. Yare kwankro bia adokru ache. Se wahrewa, se ya obrebo me pacho endpoint homeopathic clinic. Endpoint homeopathic clinic. Ebusia womo ena omeka wasem e dia ma. Enti mpacho se de woten karo. We ni nyumaku a waso ya se a ena ye de djumadi ebrel. Every Sompa 106.5 FM e won kran ha. Aja special food. Hey! Eduam papa fie pa de. Aja woni meduane no abruta pacho teme nkan da wi na uye eye birthday celebration se wo to abedin ana wanya yi obi a wo ye wedding a bomodin na fa woni kire hajia special food de nya bagi magio we eye home cho efie duane pa wudi a wankasa no wo be feel good enti pacho be obi a no kai se we ni nyumaku a ne dwe o ma so yase na ye de for God and country djumadi no bro live here it was Sompa 106.5 FM. Now then, what are the issues we're going to look at? Muntaka edi ababe tu just ampa eye woni stress na de ewo ya kwantimpon ehun ni ye krodue mu no ya de asankrofo de nyina no wo yi omo afri aye ya kwan ho ene ya kwantimpon ehun a woni stress rade na wasade tu just ma na omo bo ba sibra womo amuye tutu omunye adwuma bi anye edu anajo na nam kran ha edu ba bi afe kwa unaba na nkanka utika possible ye be jira asesi a ma ya no bo ha adwempa me pa cho sabre ebuntaka the Minister for Interior what they about to just say sankrofo nyina obepamo mu every street no so say dey be street no so ebe kama now do we kire kubasi a ye obi a abute gina pa na eno no Jesus Sarfo kantanka na betimi a kire bebi o mo gina obi aka kire say Vienna city area ho we call Lancaster area mo a ye say ho do mo te gina pa na nkran ha we do we kire East Legon inside or Laboni side wa onjina ho pa obi mzam sa Abochie na oya de hu base onyina ade akọ na mi se misremo wana bi nko nko pe bibia mpacho sabre eye Muntaka Muhammad say sa emana mobo base bra na wo mo stressra de oya kwantempo ho no sa nkrofo de nyina obeyi o mafiri ho. And again this evening or this afternoon we'll be looking at this particular story. Sami Jemfi at the 3 key NDC interventions are woman da be dwaman so asabri me no kase amasidi no enya hoden the edikan he talks about monetary policy tightening. What is it? We'll be getting into this particular one today live here on Sompa for God and Country. He again says physical consolidation and robust forest inflows through gold and cocoa. Sanko me nyina no ade atodwa enanyumre on Sompa 106.5 FM for God and Country Ejumadi. Gold Board extends deadline for new license regime. Yes, indeed, we'll be having some interviews with this particular story right here on Sompa 106.5 FM. You didn't just as I said, dollar did you? Hey, magic bempa and crofo hey, magic bempa. Some ba abenya so nam dollar a number 15. As we speak now, no, sir, what do we need to bank now? $11 cedis 84 pesos. 11 cedis 84 pesos. So as now also got the amount more. 11 cedis 85 pesos. But who black market now? Who got $12 no 12 cedis 50 pesos. na kai say wo so wanya bia wo akoton ama omo a 12 cities na ye bisa say na nkrofo magic be mpa na omo ye na sa city na enya hoden against the US dollar no sami je mfia ka say omo modern bonti na eba ye maka che odada say we outline 3 key policies are edeba na ye nuanu mu a wo mo eye temahabo ye nya ne tie say habo ho kra ukọ na akwa yu niema dollars pa Abochie and I said dollar equivalent no and omo di adwuma wo ho na ye nuanu mu wo mo ton ade abusu kan and Abochie's voice I'm going to be centering on them. I'm telling you, Abochie kind for I am going to be centering on them. Abochie's voice. And it's Uncle so idea ebedi ewo Sompa 106.5 FM. Yagani just say Ghana Minimuka say we have received 450,000 barrels of fuel to tackle the power shortages. We are good news. Emma on my money nyina. Ti baby awo biaro me pa chop omodi na koso etie Sompa 106.5 FM. That's I said in Subio say, hey, suspended Chief Justice Tokono files injunction against committee probing her removal. We see en komobia yesu yebedi ene ewie was Sompa 106.5 FM. Sabe yansaka Guta president Ora Tony Opong Guta president of Ashanti region. Ora Tony Opongwa yene ne babedi nkomo efa niema ekoso ewo tema habo. Ora Opong yeba kwa baba Sompa 106.5 FM for God and country jumedi so. Me ba John Opong to say. Oh yes yeah ho ye. Na sesi ada no ene ade chin ye. Ye hwe dollar ya, sesi dollar yi na hoden akosoro against the US dollar. Na ye bisa say mo amuta krakra niam fi abrochiri edi bagana ha no. Ensusuan so ben ene ewo modwumadie so.
Yo mamincha obium na mincha chefo na mincha Ghana de fo nyina. Na yenka say ewo ensusuan so kase pa. Se dollar na emma no muso a esiye nsika. Ena na ka na 6.2 ko ya ko 15. Se 6.2 a unya 62,000 Ghana cedis ubanya $10,000. Se ko 15 we have 150,000, a difference of 8,000 Ghana cedis. And so what means the same $10,000. It's again more a she and she can be until young one say the young baby is both a youth secretary, a digit man, as she and because of the exchange rate. But in there, I'm not ever for me a boy. In a sense, it just cannot for a hard man. You call a man, we talk and the money be and a freight, a shipping cost. I didn't have any problem on the bar. And I'm just shipping out for you know, $1 $100, you know, see, exchange rate, you know, our former, a Weimar, sky, the BPR duties, the BPR freight, you know, so a buffer. And I be doing import Halmoswa. And the man, you know, so $1 and a ball exchange rate of the day, no more the ball. And my duties, you know, and to say about for my Boama duties, you know, so about for me to Rebecca say, what you sound so now, where do I say, Niji some Casemamo Pao? Oh, and yeah, inquire any kind of women in the sense about for me, I just said, Nemo Bosso, about for Nemo over for my man of women, so you're not being high in or money, and Niji some day inquire. I couldn't tell me say more we businessmen no ni jesem kese de mama say ebi mo ho said dey wo kasa no wo dey all pepper say ko fa dey man ba wo bete so but ebi mu dey niema no said dey bo ni gina na egina enti na me ka say ni jesem e ma won ya edi dwa no yo me no customer e wo mu say enei niema e wo warehouse e wo shops e wo shelves so ni na me timi ka say 98%. Yeah, the dollar no was 17.0, 16.5, 16.2, 16.0, and the class I can any man buy. The money if you say you move the so they are buying a bank was here and the bank for no. I'm interested in there. I'm $100 out of my house for the Utia or Utia. And to cut $10 above them to wanting the man as well. Difference now, this was what put us interest rate na na so bosia no ti ho any bosia no kaboti na bank no obenya wo hene enti eno nti na nipa no bebre afitwe mo na ase ewo enema na ebo so tie no na emom afutuo ene kasa kire de kire yi nuanu mo se wo ye won konta na se ekamba na emom tika kire fiso na so belusu nko so no kwa na so botimi ato nema na wo ne sisi amena fiso ma enam se wo kota ebo na ba community no obotimi ato e dia pa ko fo ne mafofra ba because the woman says one it's tintina obeton bodada na because with the 17 and 16 koto in baya ene ya aba for me ni ko bebre e to bi e to America ko China ne mama ho do no so akofa ne man de aba enti omodo ne beba na ombetua future wo from ombetua beauty wo from no ka kwa bia so ombete so aton enti omoton wo stock na wo armo no na edeka na eba enti eni nua no di sankomo wo ya ombebre atiase a nim se bono ba from nemum sani amafo pen senka anti hwini mum de biya so se ebeti be na sa nemum takra ebeti afiso de to bia so yetike so
na so alright se wo hwe eye dollar na ya te so na se Ghana ni wo Ghana ni adwen mu ana se edwede ni adwen mu no from 16 sabre ababe 12.50 anti so hwi
atishi na yenka hu se ifine kiye na afena na otumi ni pe na abawo enti sa afine kiye ne mfa nkofa bibia ma o memu almonto accept kimi almom kotobu ene Burkina Faso ni Cote d'Ivoire ne barin countries ni kofa sa ne ma na ba na o mo dise ba boro ena bia o mo ne ma no beba se ba dollar pa ya to de kama no ne no let's not forget say ye mu bibire ye kwa bible so mi san ye ne ba nta kwa o mo ye o mo ko China no ene o mu di bible so mi bosumi no babedi no bedi be bosumi ne fa ansa na nyema na bedu nti na otumi bi na dollar nso tie no yemfa nkokra nyema bi afa ma o menu afi ni eto bi ne ye dia akokra nyema na ba na be o mu kura nso se ye mu bi mu kura nyema o mu 17 16 order ya bi ko enya lodu ya wa ne ya asisio so ama na ba nti esu shi no tie no de yentimi ene ta shi na ti na otumi nu sie no so ama ya so enti su fi sa ne mum se na medical secretary mu no enam se ekofo munti no uti so kakra na wanya mfaso kura na onye osika botine na akoto foforo de koba enu ye mum dan so de o stock no begu no se nyame ya adom ne se de ye kumu itimi kina na woni bakora so eka na de breo
okay bibi se ebi mu okra da wo mu ne ma onkoto ya on the dollar koto ebe 15 16 against the cedi no sabre kra ne ma ne nyam bedu ye but for now no se ne ma ne bedu ye port ha free charges I say adia esobete na mpodo o yi niam na free airport so am say esan say dollar na ba from ti no esobete nti ne ebo no enkonko ye te say dada na first na dollar ne e osoro no
ye me ebo ne de anya sa nya me ya adom na sa eni ya dollar ni jina be bia free ti jina be bia dollar duty jina no ne de ko fani man ba me nya so say obi be na ju se chinchina o de ebo dada na beton enya sa da na maye mpai hu ze enye monopoly adwuma ne ye say ye si ye telefone nyina committee se de enye lokore sa wo be yire wo de so no bi pese wo ton no de ententem no nya kwan no ko no samba enti wu ni bana be yire wo ne ma so no eventually wo ne ma no be boss na edika na ebel enti eno the market force so na be force obi a obey no so on de teaching say you want to ne ma so no am no so atine de so
mini ya beda se pass o ma ho kwan ma ye ne wudi nkomo na minim say adwadefo tiewu afutu be na wudi be jaw mo
yo ya futu e de be jaw no na adwadefo nyina say be na otumi sending na de ka ka ba bontin say o mu nyina obi amomodi no titi de ma so ye nkaseti ti na obi antini ne ma no so no moka nemu say na ne nyame adom sika na ba fo mo no utumi eye wonkonta na so na se kamba anamfa so kitu obi kura na benda so na se woton na onye sika batini na de kwasisa odo kwa ba no na nyame ya adom na kese se ejina na se bia amani mu ni mu ya na se bitumi akose na eko ya dia ele mte ebe boy edu die no nti esredo de funi na se ye hu bibie be ye hu ye bu ye nkonta no ne ye hu bibie be ye no na ye moa na ye ma enyina ye hu hin haye
right on upon enyimri ye beda wase pass o ma ho kwan ma ye ne wu edi nkomo nyame nhwa pa yo right on upon a Guta president our Ashanti region and our Tessamene Edin Komo live here on Sompa 106.5 FM Emakitiapa. But I did indicate to you that Chief Justice Asamono idea edaso epende obebi say I assemble na epende ana ye nyina be kaya ye mampanyin receive some petition oji petition we na what call ja the Council of State fortuna say no and who say there's a prima facie case, and because of that they needed to form a committee you better refer issue no the ama committee no as we speak now no committee no nyantra say but Chief Justice Tokono Sabra no kase she's filed a writ at the Supreme Court seeking say asem no krado enya dia won betie na mo reinstating as the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. But it is very, very interesting. That's so anyway, ye di ewo Sompa 106.5 FM. Monkai say e market ya pa for God and country jumedi and as abre so wotie na sa hye subio say jumedi. It is because of you entini and it's for the country and entini and we are doing it to praise God Almighty, to praise Allah Almighty. Baby Obiano, make sure you be a contributor to this particular program. Medical can say number I'll bet me a phrase 0260 196064 0260-1960-65. We need numbers abusuya. Ubetimi afresi so now also the drink chire abeboy dwumadie no. The suspended Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Tokoro has filed an application at the Supreme Court seeking to restrain a committee set up by the President to investigate petitions seeking her removal from office. In a suit filed on Wednesday, May 21st, 2025, the Chief Justice is requesting an interlocutory injunction to halt all proceedings of the committee pending the final determination of the case. According to the court document, the Chief Justice wants the Supreme Court to issue an order restraining the 6-member committee composed of Justices Gabriel Scott, Puaman, and Samuel Kwame Adibwesiedu, as well as Daniel Yaldomolevo, Major Flora Bazuura Dalugu, and Professor James Sefa Jisa from proceeding with any inquiry related to the petitions brought against her. The application also seeks to bar Justice Puaman and Adibwesiedu from presiding or participating in any deliberations of the committee. And you know, the story goes on and on and on and on and on. So we'll be making sure we get deep into this particular story right here on Sompa 106.5 FM. But this is the first time Chief Justice Nankasa Free said, I was said or there some no dying Supreme Court Supreme Court no ethnic case and also. But we remember, sir, we have some civil society organization and some individual already omudi assembly across Supreme Court 2 of the cases, but assembly nyina ko Supreme Court abon assembly nyina egu 4-1 decision, and this time around the Chief Justice rather is the plaintiff or no ankasa plaintiff say ebrebi atwebo na Chief Justice etna Supreme Court na we di amanfo asem but sabre die onu ankasa de asem no e dey call Supreme Court ama asem no wo ma eden wo mo edi asem no, and you know it's very interesting. It's going to be very intriguing, and I love to follow this particular issue right here, of course, on Sompa 106.5 FM. Like I say, market yapa for God and country jumedie and asabre uti. So this time around, the Chief Justice is the plaintiff in this case. The Chief Justice is the plaintiff in this case. So I'll be coming back to this particular issue right here on Sompa 106.5 FM. But yeah, bomoding na yako aboso kan sesia yenya owura okan ewa ahoma no so yenya owura techi ewa ahoma no so owura techi kasama for aboso kan spare parts dealers association and yanko na yeneno ending kobo people jo owura techi na ti saying bibi abokore adompa yema akwa baba Sompa 106.5 FM. Hello. Me bato yema akwa baba Sompa 106.5 FM. Yo, me that say, yeah, Makwaba. Now, it's a say no, city no. Say, I don't want them pay against the US dollar. You know, just say, every day I'm put the two association for them say, one month spare pass or no, I'm going to say, one month so. Now, some brace say, no, Senna, then a cost wabu so kind of.
I mean, I share community. You remember, so almost can't almost say, yes, I conform you living in Amuko interview. So, I'm the only feeling to test because I say, who's talking about Minoka. We Joduana started to move on just some born Kaka, Abochie. It's Minoka, one who meet the Osha, and you Mexican, the share imported in one person. I think they are finalizing how you better, you better, born in us, with the new Britannia. Then I'm the about university. If you must have to comply, so much to say, you didn't say, who's talk. If you between your move, Kata, okay, and yes, any Kasa, let's say no more can. Because the Defender Boka over the years, the Boka did that. And I beat you, you say, above what you say, above from the beauty continue, master, but Kasa, in church, and the moment, Tina, you know, natural.
I just said, I yet before any Russia Muse. Said the mo kasa chire omo no e beto omo asumu na chese de amaboa spare pass boa e wo abuso kan ho no wo mo bete so e de ama etimempo se me gidi bi se dollar na e ba for Brazil no so enya hoden no ni je kese de mamo pa ana nti sa
no obi dia ti mo fo ni ayi mo bi dia
and good day make us ni je kase mamu se mamu mutitu de say muna mudi dwa muna musa dollar no e de koto ade e beton man e no ntina make kasa enti no mo ba matima mfo ani age wo ani je nkwa na be ba wo okay, now minimum can say, why surprise kakra na? I said, you know, John Mama ba or buy, you know. I don't know. I said, or your magic be, I'm a monia Giana.
Oh, okay, you have to be, yeah, again, what do you, come about person, I don't have that from the same way you do, you answer about that's my better. It's in order, also sayable, tell me 120 days, you don't change your economy. And pass on the reality. You're born about it. You're born about it. You're born about it.
I didn't most say dollar no ebet me aba below the 7 cities aba 9 cities ana
ebet that the office building office building and meet be so it could more part but looking at the about it almost like can you see not for
yo mami na se pass on ye din komo rat cheap na me so we meeting na producer besa fro bi oni wato ankobodie no so wa kire me say sabri ade a o meeting bi ntino nkomo no ontime to aso nkwa ekire but ye beda na se pass wa ma no hokwan ma ye ne one ye ngadi nkomo and on Sompa 106.5 FM a market ya pa ye de ode yen a aketua pa nko a onyame nhira nko a na beba wa akwebo enti boabo tachiman for bo hot side enti tachiman for bo fili Sompa brutal tachiman for obo fili Sompa brutal e kanka nyankasa menu ya Rex ma Borex de omzo no ankasa di bro ubezi wode de ma fi hopa Rex baby obiado Oni Simone, one year I can't hold it. You're in chair more ding Eddie Mamo. Right here on Sompa 106.5 FM. Now, Honorable Martin German Chakosa. So, do any chair a Techimana or a Bema Percope, Sompa Hene, or Techiman traditional area. A member of parliament for a year Techiman South constituency. The Honorable Martin German Chakosa, baby Obiara. We want to say, good afternoon to you and then wish you well in your endeavor as a member of parliament for Techiman South constituency. In Tebusia for but as we speak it up, I've been joined in the studio by a gentleman. Very soon I'll be introducing him. But before that, Patrick, let's say.
Prof, Namiadum.
Maybe I find it.
Yes, it is. So, Tiasi, yes,
it is. Hey, but this ya buying pa. We magic ben pa no we the side.
When I come for a friend in Kunya.
Oh my Kunya.
Now empire body say you say.
Oh, that is one. That is a prayer. But what is a fit solutions for upgrade? Say dollar no ebetime we be 15 cedis.
Oh, okay.
To $1. What is my prediction? No? It is our prediction also. It is just a fit solutions for a year predictions are 1 year. No, and also betting up be more now. But Sabri, one more $100 in so.
Ombesu some boy abro. And Yamen so dear. Bobi abro no hema mo na bro. And 11.85. 11.85. Interbank rate. And what hold you good them and no. Yenim say Salbekoto, Salbekoso, the decoration or them.
With so much I mean, think about ways here. But because about so Richard Roxon or your PRO ma the Energy Ministry. Alright, Richard, Yama Kwababa Sompa 106.5 FM for God and country. You made so. Richmond, producer. So sorry for murdering your name. So the name is Richmond. Thank you so much for the correction. But Ghana, we have received 450,000 barrels of fuel to tackle power shortages. No, me patron komo no krana.
When parliamentary select committee no kai yes, like 6 grow, and I catch by 10 days for night crude oil. Now, the only well no about 450,000 barrels of light crude oil. Ever the existing natural gas, any other liquid fuel also. It is a power plant.
Now, Minister power plant today, Sabre, the independent power producers and also idea on Samba Kebi.
I told you that one thing I had to money BR, you know, no BR at the end of the day, make sure that we supply them. Shows that they generating that in your power DBR.
450,000 barrels of fuel and sake. Then extra Ediama Ghana for.
In fact, then I make actually there will be enough power, enough fuel supply where they generate power. Power plants. It gives the fuel security that we need as a nation. And like the government has said consistently, you know, sure.
And Yanya,
very stable for.
And Yadia, oh, Janiaco meetings is here. Oh, and Yanya, Benya Dumsobia, Dumsobia, maybe. Okay, or see there. Yeah, that's it. Let's grant you the opportunity for you to attend your meeting. Producer. Our producer is squeezing the time very, very hard to make sure say Obeya Crofo any only be dinko, but he's trying very well. Pa Richmond Roxon, or no PRO, Kasama the Energy Ministry. Also, Timine Yan Twanko Modino so. Now, say Wakase Dumson Baba Baro, a true bicha. I say and boss and no dear. A true ebitra. Patrick, what ye?
Prof. Asem depa.
Asem depa.
Dumson so to cha. As a Ghana, ye quay him. Dollar back from Dumson sweat chema. As I say, and you give about my and tell the empire, ye barney said, baby, a dream. And cause one timber from Sidino. Any dollar. And cause one timber from. Na get the kama e wo krom na dollar ko fom na nkania ni su sisua Ghana be de Ghana be de enti man pani John Dramani Mahama e bona baso magic na o yende onko so anye
na so nim se na magic way e twotwa na dollar ne be start kiti hey ade e be kawo me hey media say ko be nkumo say be ko difo ehu so what you say me just say ehu do as Sarfo kan da guy who did Hey, in Graza for some more mudi oni takwafo me papa chomo fa nche me checha mu nyina mo kintampo fo mo amutie nyina mo abuso kan mo katamanto mo eye dome amutie nyina mo Madina mo Asalebotwe mo airport mo cantonment, all the areas over here in Accra Achimota mo aye taifa nyinaro mu nyinaro yeri nchia kese de mamu se waje pini yese mu ni yeng bedi nkobo na mpacho wo asem bia opeso de tudwa se fa program ho na mfa program here politically but modern na call your Facebook page aye Sompa 106.5 FM Accra na like page, you know, leave your comment there. Yeah, so boss a comment bia obeja ho biado ya beji bread ya kenkan nyina e de amount na sabre munta kase aye won yesra de ewo yakwan ho no ne ema wo musi ba sibra ewo yakwan ho edu anadwo a oyom nyina afri o Patrick
Prof
oyom nyina afri o obetimi de
onyere no
za
yeah akwan bi aso ebe fa yen so ebe boan yes so fast because I know see asem here ese ye hwe ne because edu anadwo na say akra do maba yen nche ya o Musuku runabout ede kwabenya there's a pub be there omugina ho
wa mo na mo kwa masemi omo moton ade
there be moton ade
no mo ye den
anadwundwuma
the prostitutes na ade ntina wuntimi nka ade ntina wuntimi nka bye bye why ma me call da me nkoma ora JK Owusu Boache akwaba na oye special aid to the late Honorable Anthony Akoto Osei, former Minister of State at the Finance Ministry. Papa Makwaba. Bebato o microphone so mama why. Bebato Makwaba.
Yania.
Bokore.
Nyankopo adom.
Wo. Nti Kumase na ho.
Me won kan wo Kumase.
Won kan wo Kumase.
I've been here for about 2 years.
2 years now.
And, getting to 3 years now. I was following a course at Legon, so.
Okay. Yeah. That's my baba for God and country. So.
Yeah. Me chiamo pa many aje. Nene first time na bright so has been my colleague in the system. Yeah, Jumano ana menini share so a check. Nti otono nsafre me na wo se
oba
bomodiana meba so abankra dia na chese wo se me bana minu mbobohwim ewa ha
ye da se ma kwa ba na se no so hwe dollar no ekwan a efa so e behave against the yesidi na yesidi no enya hoden pa se dollar no ade a so no ho kire ni ye pa isn't that a good news for us?
Oh, okay. Mama nchia wotie fo nyina ene wahwefo nyina afi nsa nchia mpanimfo bia ene omo eye adwuma MPP mpanimfo former president echia na baabi o bia afi mia me maame nimbibia Haji Afate alege na bright me before say me host me na mama nchia Mami Honorable Arena Toshi Ado a year to date a prepare na just a foundation de call Israel on a pilgrimage inti nyame ama afe adura na wo say ye da Nyankopon ase na ono so ye de enhira kese ne na ase kese de mano na muntu wo tu di aboa Nyankopon esom ne na safoma ewo Ghana ha chiano pa nene mpanimfo nyina ayani gisam say government bia waba no in the past no policy and as emphasis nhihya de eto ho no nyina pese yesika no ebetuma gina enti no se ne dollar any cedi no cedi appreciate ya na cha se Nyankopon boa na etumi tena ho ade a etumi tena ho ade a de your friend say de yedie baba ama Ghana for because ahokyere ba wiase ene Ghana no eso so na emum policy makers in economics no there all them channel aya koye to say the yesu kan or babu mu no ayefro kunu no beba no on said there were 10 bia they were waiting. There were 10 pieces so munkania no and so in the wee time no an adwono a ayefo kunu no ba no they were short of oil. Tinom kania ntumi nso. Economic policy. This government has been in for 5 months. So for 5 months. There is no economic policy. Ebia so gestation. You can feel it within this period because in the short term crown is 6 months. And yamfa kuya mukra aduaba bay na apart from jeni any bia lettuce no vegetable any leaves no ye salad no any bia be 3 months jeni say 3 months na abo me bo ana obetume atu nti se no enhwehwe no na omunhwe se because Ghana ne IMF no ye wo deal bandada no abana free ho no eno aye ho nhwehwe enti ehun sunsanso no a ebeboaye no eno ne yehunu ni sese enya aban we a waba no policy bia eno do ato ade anybody na challenge everybody ese bia obekase o mu buy no the policy bia to ntina dollar na abasade because now you are calling on people to reduce prices baby amiti no there will be a different transmission mechanism. When you do the policy, it has to transmit down or trickle down to the general population. It cannot work that way.
Is that what you think?
That's right. Because IMF no policies, at the why ubian to mensasano. And thank God,
okay, so
this government, they have gone in to, renew and then continue with the program. So, and in so but in politics, there, you see, there bro, a guapason. Only a friend a brofo. So, at one breath, any government can take credit for it.
Sami Jemfi, listening to him yesterday, has said that because of the monetary policy tightening, and again he makes reference to the monetary policy rate, so move from 27% to 28%. He again talks about the fiscal consolidation. So even when you come to the Ministry of Finance, more expenditure, try say they've cut down the expenditure. For example, with the number of ministers even being appointed, now they've gotten about 56. And again, he makes that session said there's this robust foreign inflows through gold and then cocoa purchases and exports. You don't think that those things are policies to drive this kind of agenda? CD no appreciate it against the US dollar.
It cannot work because
I don't think
it is set in and so what cut it down on your ministry and it's what downside sir and no make sure say
no but if you make that argument even with the kind of ministries that we have earlier that number 30 but now we are seeing 23 ministries. You think that is not a cut down in expenditure?
No, I'm just saying say but there no my no no never say. That is my argument.
Now, then who's so never say?
One time, I didn't say no. Yeah, no. Hey, burden of this old previous government, handed over this economy with a GDP of 5.7%.
So,
don't you think, say, budget no government here, budget no, or see they grow economy at what percentage? 4%. So work it out. Economists biano will see say no a structural consolidation and they are trying to make it. I had to say there you don't want a spillage, you are tightening the leakages. Previously it be a leading to expenditure ballooning Oh, ama ahokyere by physical space, it was blocked. And no na womo I shall say
so
but what I'm just telling you is that the previous government, achievement, economic policy achievement, the World Bank, they've said it.
So
the
injecting $2.7 billion US proceeds from gold sales.
From where? It is because this government, or previous government, have built huge reserves for us.
And sales now gold no It was not from the reserves.
It was, but from where?
It was the purchases they had made, the PMMC. And now gold but purchases of one making and no gold so it is not from the reserves.
But it is from the
it is not from the reserve.
No, gold purchases. Listen, gold purchases we computed it as our foreign reserves situation. From about 30 something to 50 something dollars. So, policy, you are selling your gold.
I'm coming. I know that gold. You can say gold. You can switch the gold into liquidity.
That's right.
Meaning,
gold is a standard of storage.
I get it. I get it. But I want to tell you, say. Gold with the reserves it is not true.
Yeah, it is true.
Reserves, yes.
It is true.
Reserves, yes.
32. $32. And then it has
listen.
Indicators.
We are talking in terms of tonnes. Because gold reserves, then it means that we are taking the tonnes of gold and selling.
No, but
simple question.
PMC about turning into gold board. There is a continuity. The process. So Sami Jamfi is the CEO of Gold Board, and so an argument, I don't fault the argument, but make sure say it is all part of this gold in the system.
But for the purposes of records, I want to maybe somebody two in him say, tear me, for the purposes of records, maybe somebody two in him say, before I move free buy money in 2024, now gold reserves in terms of tons, now you're 30.53 tons, and I'm but as we speak now, reserves in 31.37 tons because NDC for buying. Tonnage one more account hono 0.84 tons. But gold tonnage it's about 15 tons. So it tells you that some 15 tons of gold now it was gold they bought from mining gold and now forex show up our currency. You don't side with that?
How can that be possible?
It is possible.
Bank of Ghana for Eso can say because everything is not a gold board. It's Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana. So Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana no policy. No. When I said yeah, who catch them say we be so obey gold for oil. Who say and true. And massa, your interest had be you. And in America, say we should be careful when you are jubilating. So on the channel, because going forward, and you mentioned fish. Why is fish predicting 15%?
That's their prediction. You can make a prediction.
15. No.
You can make a prediction.
What is happening? What is happening in the international milieu? Environment. Something. $. And gold, alternative. Gold increasing in value, dollar is falling. If gold increases in value as a standard of reserve, dollar is and then check oil prices. Oil prices, Trump buy, the tariff agreement, it created a scare.
The tariff war?
Yeah. The tariff war. But now, through negotiation, countries are coming, they are reaching it. Gold, oil by $61 per barrel. now it is rising. So just oppose that. Now, going forward, would we be getting the dollar falling in that because in China for a yes, the world economy they were predicting say no, it will go into recession. It will reduce because China they were not they talk oil no kase for production India, you see, and so war no buy now there is negotiation stability at Basel. So in economics we call it equilibrium. Things will find equilibrium, and when things find equilibrium, if Ghana, say government and policy, and I'm not disputing whatever they are saying, but structurally you have to get policies. Now sustain. That is very important. Sana memeka. All right. You will be able to me politicians. There will be able to me about anything. I'm gonna say. The Ukraine obrofo. And the ne cocoa and the brew a guapasso. So them children. Into that time, over to my catcher say, "Hey, me were brew, hey, me were cocoa." One of them children. It drew so a a bobenia de mawo. Because now you are calling on people. And what was so kind and he said, but
is it only is it not only fair for government through the trade ministry to call on traders say? In fact, it's in a baby $1 no, you people you should not be making abnormal profit. Think about the citizen.
Yeah.
You think that it's not a good call?
No, bro.
It's a good call.
It's a good call. But I'm telling you, sir, they cannot do it. Why they cannot do it is that any dollar no exchanging and they determine the prices of goods and services. All the cranium about duty.
The duty is in dollars. We just spoke to you.
The
it's in dollars.
The duty is in dollars.
It's in dollars.
But Mamin Chow,
there is.
They say Oko farm last 2 months. So we inventory. At that time we had 15 cedis to $1, and now Oko buy. And as I say, 2 months after one ton money. But a buono was the ton apart from, and so. Inventory. If you are keeping inventory there, how do you reduce prices? So on them person. So that is a problem. But going forward, if we are able to sustain it, the next year what on so duty dollar exchange apart from so your prices should come down.
Thank you so much.
If you want to legislate over previous inventory, may I say, Ade Krista is watching us on Facebook. Thank you so much. Kobi and Kama would want to say thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, Gifty Yaboa, good job done. Keep it up. The good job. Thank you so much. But you can leave your messages. What do you think? Say, $1 no. Sabri Abafom against the Ghana City Ninya holding against the US dollar. You can leave your comment on our Facebook page, Sompa 106.5 FM, and then we'll read your message for you. And to the the message bring Biara. But more than Facebook page, Sompa 106.5 FM. Nako ring. Now leave a message on the page. Now leave a message there. We patrol bread now. Ya can carry the amount. I was Sompa 106.5 FM. Ya for ya because what down must say. Electroland Ghana Limited. I see that here any the mobile. Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. We want to say a big thank you. Ahumka Hit Patch. Ya koso Adam must say. Haja Special Local Food. Moso ya bedam must say. 21st Clinic. Moso ya damu nyina say. So mabo modenga maso ya sere nea. Yeah, for God and country, bro, live here on Sompa 106.5 FM. And to baby, but more natural numbers here to home 0260 196064 0260 196065 0260 196064 0260 196065. That's all. Obamoding na what the two ultra number and a brand new na. Bielando to Mofrela, Yamama, Ama, also, to me, Akasa, Award so live here on Sompa 106.5 FM. Market Yapa, you have any business to advertise? Remember, Sompa is numero 1. If you advertise with us in Techiman, Ebusia,
if you advertise with us in Techiman, me bacho 1 year one crying, a better one can. And yeah, one crying. Who advertise it? Was Sompa, one crying ha. Techiman 4, a better one can. Me bacho wow, a year crying ha. Who advertise with us on Sompa 106.5 FM? A one crying ha. Takwa for a better unka, tak ready for a better unka. You might quote various towns, baby, and a better unka. So our doors are open. Yakwa man so Mama Kwako D and Komose Sia. Yanyo Ras Samuel Agri, one way executive secretary, Food and Beverages Association Ghana. Say Yano Mansoa, Yanno Baby D and Kobo. Or Agri, Yama Kwaba Sompa 106.5 FM.
Yo, yeah, Major Musu every.
Now, I prompt to say.
And I'm here to modernize the Sudan man.
Yo, yeah, say for God and country. You be doing as abri yedo say. Now say me GDP say ye nije kese e de mamo say dollar. Uko interbank rate now it's about 11.58 cedis. And when you go to the black market and as a forex bureau so no crowd it's selling at 12 cedis 58 pesos. This is a great news for you.
Yeah. Look, but Yebenya Nkasilano Ebekoda.
Oh, sir.
No, Scadusu Kodo Bank on moi. Demon Prices Cano, Ebeka Banco, Enco Bani say, the Bema black market, now for black market, and for you. Siscano Bank on moi, and then what power say, ensign and yet the same year. You fluctuate every now and then. Now, business entity, HBI or more projections. Are planning for a very long-term stability, costing. And combine and they are 20 much now. Becona, that's not. And you know, dollar no. Becona, we are there. Usually say yes, they will be do very 9 cities. Now, you know, cost of crowd between 9 and 10. Same year, agent hona. Then a bear between. About a long-term planning. The stability of it, you know, very very important. For it to have a long-term effect on the economy.
But somebody will say, for the 2 months here, the dollar has been stable, right?
Yes. Dollar now is stable. As a crown, as a city, no, and a year stable against the dollar.
So,
and 1st of May, you who are not preoccupied. Cheaper from every day piano at least the person be able to and there be no Ghana city value no for almost 4 cities 20 pesos and a free so good news I'm on my money now. So we said I didn't know never no ever for no see never for no never born no and for but we share cost and for you na tembiano because long-term projection. Hidden cost be a comb send a bay as a hidden fluctuate here, or which me absorb shocks maybe. In general, a city no again in the strength. Yes, I know. Your members will be now that components now. I reference anti-shocks and stability and whatever name that you give it. Or more a year for honor. And I see I don't consider the we na city no aba form no city na aba form no obia oye jedini no o ton niam no ube so at the price on ko fa niam no
me ba city na kosoro but city na kosoro and a dollar na aba form good yen to aso
no wo hwe obia akoto ni niam dada na me pan so akoto no 15 cities and there about 11 cities. You know, and then because on the soon to so sana and ye I just say what back important no have a funny manner no it to me I reducing the friends and the value no about for no it's the importance and no price is not for but the retail and no it take it time kaka into the car say if anymore say in 60 days time no be stabilized to be out on the piano. Say, in a manner, our copper for copper and one and copper the same as it was. You know, and not in America say, if you say 60 days time, no, see the look, and I say the cost of products, no,
banana a better form. You know, and yes, a young train 60 days time as I better so far 60 days time no. The best stabilize because the competition itself will bring the change of price reduction. And the banana started. Yes, I know yeah. The training say retailers, wholesalers, no supermarket on. One back off for mama, almost and almost a bit me. I'm a retailers in your home for sure.
Now, my name is Boko Bank now. I had dollars in the Munya be free banko.
Canada, Okoa. If I catch us $1, so to one gas of copy vibra. Now pay or transfer.
But Mami. We agree. The executive secretary for Food and Beverages Association Ghana.
Yeah.
And you tell me on this show, say, so Oko Bank now $1 unsan $1.
The church said before. That has been there.
Before.
Yes.
But se see the Oko Awunya. But se see Oko Awunya.
Usko Awunya. All holding to stability. When so say, won't call chi and war. Your penny saying black market, you know, and our very sure price. The dollar in New York. And no better black market. I no better say. A woman with the junior. It's no banks now. The dollar is there. It's what the Union say. Which me acquire. What do us never be acquire transfer. I call supplier. That is the way it should be. Now, you know, government to regulate the forest area very, very well. It is no more year must see no ever for no. There are so many factors. I come more honum. Or more, good offense what?
Good board.
Which may yes, or which we more good. And they go. Yeah, maybe a criminal. Session should be going on. If we are not between culture, my position has been said. Government should buy more gold so that that will be a security for the city. Oh, now say we are minor say. I did it to Yama Usika Nano. I go down to me to go on more. And there was the essence. I'm saying now, more Sikano, a Kodin, and answer Sumbono. Omuna, Omovia, Bagbone, a fence and bullion. Dubai on to gold. It's all good, almost comparable to what America has. Osha UK on 2 gold. It's also more gold reserve. The Nagana area to gold Wahano. Any reserves? A band is saying I cover it, sir.
Where you mean to so? So guys, I was here keeping a reserve, sir. So when it's a US Abochie, remember they have 8,000 tons of gold as a reserve. So over UK, they have about 2,000 tons of gold as a reserve. They say Ghana, your gold reserve, I you know. I have 31.37 tons of gold.
How can it be? How can it be as a country? And you know, the bet me I say, the Bible more than I say, the bet me, I say, Sunday my way na ye no, ye no pampaso. The issue no man ka say, Omano, I dey see this so say, we make sure say gold no, we metal no all the time, say na be ya, make I'm a Bank of Ghana, so it's in a good reserve. I'm of the reserve in now. I don't call import parity, no. I say, or mine, say, what say, there will be a big naso. I can say, you bet me, Accra in the another Kuma, and Copra or how I am there. It's in it's channel, in the Desania Maneva. It's the beautiful for 1 more year, and the other form which I say, I won't go so no more year. Someone share the prudent management of government, the expenditure. A Kobani Sana, some unnecessary expenditure, a better higher than the into no make say or more expenditure and so and quiet the Kobani say, or more, your friend is saying. Corruption, no, of course, I'm a problem. Am I? The people more ya, almost one more years, and I name my Abochie, emotional uncle Jinsem, because you know, Echo anymore. some as papa no a couple so and yeah oye ne kese ma no say na maybe a you better not see no in 3 days time in a day no it will control Sompa na show music comedy o meduma di men ko ba ni say na e ba ni sa no e be ha di o ma no entumi ngina but the company say so banks no policy rate no ever from na yetumi additional credit ama nkofo munye Canada businesses no ama musumi etumi dia ye no be nti no yan fi ani mo start ye bosumi pambare nti ye ka say stability na long term projections 3 months to 6 months to a year and idea say ma no nti yan fi ani mo say na akono e be say abide shise papa then boom nya pa ni say wo hwe your port of entry the cost of duty and then a big problem and then a big problem.
What's the cost of duty?
The cost of duty.
And Ukraino, Manyan say duty no cost Ukraino. It's in dollars. Is that true?
True. Because every Monday, Bank of Ghana the new rates as to how the friends who seek out your port one, which equivalent in dollars. Me
the cost of duty. And you have agreed, sir, it's in dollars. Yeah, you are talking about the cost of duty at the port. And now you have agreed, sir, say it's in dollars. And say dollar also back from. Say cost of duty back from no.
Okay. Now, percentages may be a human. I don't have a problem. So at the time in our government, it was the benchmark value, no. And also we reduce about 50%. Because about 50%, you know. At the time, in Casino, I just stable nanka grade 4 so everything no, and the prices never stabilized on a downward trend. No. Unfortunately, Sydney started because at the time now more years are there, not Sydney benchmark value in the bar from then I'm possibly 80%. And of course, you have and could do 5 CD 80%. And of course, 7 CD 20%. 7 CD 80%. And I feel there, I didn't think a bedroom. But before Sana, a buying will increases our cost of fencing, benchmark value, not for 100%. If you can't catch and say, we are the sapper, and then send the green ever. Emma, you see the new stability, no, and why? It is a bear. Inca, all my costs, a fixed rate. I did that clear, Nema, because I a determining factor. Emma, Nema, a backroom. And at the way a friends and manufacturers, nay, importers, no, a price of Munema. Into Nema, no, engineer, Nanka, Nema was on copom. It is a city, no, value, no, a depreciated planner. You can still afford from one end, and they say, employer double double cost. But the no, acquire double cost so because at the time now benchmark value look at cost no. Now see no 85 pesos or something. So at the end of the year no, it is still a union group idea. Rebecca say, you do peso via see no say jina. And I make us say, why you could do better 9 cities now? You bet me between 9 cities and 10 cities for a very long time, for a year to come. No, we should remain in between this rate. Now, Kobani say, I bet jump over the line. Now they are creating more problems. In the Kobani Sana, the former to me your more projections. No, into now make us say, young support one, bank value. No, even say it is so 20% for the Maya. A very reflective automatically. Emma, your friend say, Nemana, a washroom, about from markets. Opa, my banning your pronouncements and the cost of benchmark value, no, that is even 30%. 30%, no, automatically, actually, about so can go a delay in spare parts. Or would not bet your money so fair. So, but then you may have a man. Not say the hopes now to see the news. When you go to them and tell them someone to Omunia it will be almost impossible. If I say, never know what you go on, the brain on the warehouse, I enjoy it. Never know warehouses, you enjoy it. How clear now the rate of 16 cities? How come say the group and Roberts about from 4 cities, 11 cities? Oh no, very clear in Yemen 16 cities. It's a very big dicey kaka. A very hard dream baby. Say you push almost say, or one thing the man is what. Cost be our meet me a year for honey. Sir, didn't cost them the can say. A mere component I use at the bridge the cost of CD no against the dollar. So that you don't lose so much impact on your investment. I don't know what makes me and but we how significant will it be on the cost of items? But if government makes those announcements, immediately they take effect. And after the cost of VAT, the VAT is too much. The taxation system in this country are very porous. What would you want to say? Because Abochie and say,
what make it 2 statements? Also, your VAT system in the country, the VAT in your Ghana is too much. And again, you said that the VAT system is porous. 2 different things altogether.
Yo, and I say, Sompa FM. We share the way now, your structure, your taxes, part now. You have 4%. And I have more mutual 17.5%, and that's 12.5%. And other ones in the NHI, and your friend is a debt fund, and your friend somebody can in an 17.5%. But at the end of the day, so maybe file me tax returns, maybe 17.5% or but me file 21.3%. I didn't hear. Yes, I say. But now I do through one American culture. And I start taxing it. But you have to pay 23.5%.
I got double taxation.
21.3%. Yeah. You know, I say you're rationalizing. Now you're making sure say 10 cities na year. 10 cities no. 10 cities no. Na year 10 cities. Now baby are stabilized. But company say you come here no turn the same thing. But put there. The tax system is different. Other ones, the tax system is different. We are operating 3 systems back in this country, which shouldn't be the case.
Okay. Now,
hello.
Yeah. But somewhere I can say, talking about the rationalization of the taxes, the taxing system. You have a mouth. You can bite. Now then, Namun Kongo share the Minister of Finance through the Trade Ministry. Namun Fasansu Suyen Fanda a penny for more bemu.
Yo, that's it. In fact, Ocean is here before a year previous administration. Again, why I know manka. But they don't listen. Because we know Mushia, we can say this is the way we want things to be done. Interbank so say or yen say a day more man. The next minute, they slap you with higher taxes. So we share your campaign went round to say you are going to make sure taxes it be better for taxes will be better for more. The sitting government, if there was anything for them to do, they should have done it even before going to the campaign trail. But they couldn't do that. Until the best alternate was the opposition parties. And the next opposition party, if he said, NDC. And the message they gave was that we are going to look at all the taxes on the table and then make sure, you beat me a few on one. You beat me running for a very long time. We'll do that by rationalizing the tax system that we have. And to get to me, we should say, almost in every your friend is saying,
elections,
government, more election, we win or more about more. And now, we've given them so many prior information already. To see, coming into reality, you need to call the stakeholders and engage them further. Beginning a campaign when they buy it. Say na mo kaye. Yes, we actually who say a baby difference a woman here. Let us go this way. Bank it a hono enyam buy. But finance ministry no any can have BB our fair sectors libi on any wonkomo.
Yeah.
Say this is the way they are going to go. But yes, we have to see the neighbor from no. You better the cost of products and that's a friend import no a better from Accra. Now the baby say now come on near the no assurance on my end say we are going to see a massive reduction in certain areas in the next defense budget review. We are going to consider so many things. As I say, there be one more previous administration at the IMF or the Koyano or no on to me in year flow person a year flow. No bet me and only IMF for my year flow. You see, the call see our one and now almost one more negotiate. Say they have an alternate into coming media. No, there will be the possibility say or make me never be a few on them. But never be a few on it there. One can't say. But you know for sure say if it is a COVID tax at the court. It's no qua Nakano and also Omeshan on my own Ejuma. You see, say in the media by the promise of the finance minister and the government, all these things are going to be taken on, and then the effect of it will be announced. Then it means Bosch Moshe, so am I also say be on my but until then, we'll keep our fingers crossed and wait to hear the finance minister coming up with a new announcement. Things are not right at the moment. In Kopo, Sika, or Mashreno, or Musa and Canibium, but there can be certain policies put in place to ensure, say, these people, even with the little money that they will invest, they can make their money back. And then they hear because we are this 10 containers, 5 containers, and then 5 containers no crapono, Bacono or clear crapono, a big problem, big issue. So we have a company before. On the containers in a year, no, it's almost 1,000 containers. This year, no 400. If you can just imagine, if that person cannot clear 1,000 containers, and the import has come down to 400 containers, and then oil 5 no need anyway. If you want to say, no, you buy and sell. Buy and sell, no, you do maybe not so to me, and then they put up and go home. This is a scenario that we have in this country now. The kind of policies I want to be that is what we are looking at. Going forward, it's too early. We have just barely 5 months for them coming to government. So we are still waiting. I say, employment now for some management in 3 months. Ejina now when you so and when we say in the next 2 years and 3 years no ejuma no be anymore then if in 3 months so you need it. But they've shown us the commitment say giving them the opportunity no they can do it. And we've seen the signs in the 3 months. So let us hope that going forward in the next budget review no that should be the killer for businesses to regain their strength and then have a proper, meaningful businesses to run in the country. So that is what we are looking forward to.
Yo, Rasamola agree. My nasi, right? So my home kwama ene within komo. Uni edin komo aya ene shop nyami shop By any say in the next 6 months there, muni amana there mobeti nyama bosso. We want never go. And never go just so bezimi go pe Milo. 75 cities, big park. That one thing. Milo keke. Milo.
Nanka uko kuma. Gafes Robertson 80 and 19 cities.
Oh, 73 cities. Sir.
Sisiano. Also about radio. Let's say so Africa.
First, not the border bros.
People. Come baby, depending if they are free. At least I was wrong at who signed this apart from that.
And then we could drama, and then we could just 73 cities.
10 of Milo. I say to me, son, by 35 cities.
I think of Milo, right, on the 20 cities, crowd, yeah. We're going to are you? Would you say why? You be tough for my mess about yo. Ora Samuel Agri, Executive Secretary, Food and Beverages Association Ghana, and artist Yenedi Dinkobo. Ohidinana Mensa JB. We thank God for such a great special program concerning the Ghana city. We want to say a big thank you. Cass Oliver is watching us all the way from Techiman. We want to say a big thank you for also being a part of Sompa 106.5 FM. Now, I said I'm medical to Jaro. Now, cement was graduate. We are a grade. Cement for. There's cement for Ryan saying, Munchaka cement for mammy. Cement for for bada. I got a had here. But the Jedifono, I don't blame them. They were just trying to stay in the business and to break even. Say, over chronic business. Go, yeah, business, I don't know what way. I'm going to refi. And they were just breaking even. Simple, Jumana or Yeno. Onwa, Onyan Faso. Onwa, and so Omboka. So they were just breaking even to stay afloat their businesses. And now, sir, I come back and say, what we hear abnormal profiter. You think, sir, anyway, we are. As human as they are, one moment in my boss one. So, me crowd, why am I coming to so? Because my book, I check, my break even. And yeah, Mr. Pese, me make abnormal profit to cushion for the losses that I have made. And I mean, more.
In part, but general policy no so. Said they all say sentiment I'm raising,
yeah.
Papa no a capture baby, but. Government and on America say mean to me for to government. Abano a structural policies and also what you contain now stabilize it then going forward. Said the Bank of Ghana am assurance no. Said they will make sure say you stabilizing indeed. Oh share tax harmonizing the tax regime. So harmonizing the tax regime. I was say yeah you mentioned double taxation. Ebi bebrebe o mo dem che eni kwan se enoba obekaya Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia
so ka say eni kwan se enoba mo apenso double taxation na mo di o so mo kan ya mo nti
that me kan semba me say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia during the campaign no okọ Estonia by o kan se ye be dey o kan se obeye dey obe odi bibi be tax harmonization yeah, my flat rate going forward, you know.
In his campaign, he said
right. That's right. As I say, with indicators now, air banners. I mean, near can't send you. Say, dear gold board, no, or more to my baby, and I say, yeah, gold, no, to me, say, a family be leakages and never actually adequate. Among way by and I saw to say there was a gold Caesar, ABU airport, because inventory no could Dubai, why? Baby, more air and Ghana, you say within a year, no, $16.5 billion of gold. But in the books now, Bank of Ghana, no, now 3.5 or something. Into the can 12 was a Senna can be a fine. So it means to say, and Kofobi no gold, no, the fetch echo air the ecoton. So no I'm buying into me the reserves now. I was when you knew who say one. And this is what Mr. Jemfi's outfit, no, gold board, no, they are trying to contain it. See a mountain Obaya, they have registered the bill at all. They have registered companies. Say apart from say certain local Obibia untuminya day and to gold and for gold and free hand enco. It is punishable by law. Mebwa. So these are policies be obeya. Ubonu say you be yamfuadi enco. Na muya juma or factory muya juma. Mo supply enco for now man for workers ebi to me access no to me toma and go for be chira omoka Sababaka. And is say no a chineno in Tokrono, na did that yesika semnu money said yesi boaboano. And no na was a banner say obetia because already the mechanism or the system is captured under the IMF program. No ye follow no. There was a way you want to say increase your export drive. And no, I do call Amoko who say 1D 1F of the previous government. You know, it was good.
But 1D 1F, 1D.
No,
they say 1D 1F.
Do away with it. Go and ask the agric minister. Agro industry. We have to promote it. Masa, you can write it off.
And they say 1D 1F. Maybe way.
What say?
Maybe way.
Oh, you are asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Maybe so. But before that, let me get a message with on Facebook. Positive Change Medina says that the CJ's infamous description of birth certificate, not an ID alone, makes her not only incompetent but a treacherous, but a pink character, and a can shouldn't be appointed in Ghana again to head the highest court. Positive Change Medina, you send this particular one. And that we have read. Francis Kumaza says that good work, Prof. Francis Kumaza, thank you so much. Good job done. Keep it up. Give to Yeboah. Techman also says so. So you can let us have your message on Facebook. Mamadi Nako Facebook, Sompa 106.5 FM. Accra, Nako Kain. Your Facebook page and listen to what's there. Leave your message. And of course, we would make sure we read your messages for you right here on Sompa 106.5 FM for God and country. Now, so there was a man to walk around. Gasem 32.5. Is it kg? No, 50 kg. No, the patcho I have 120 Ghana cedis. Cement, me kai pass. Before was it before the 2020 elections, or is it 2016 elections? Cement was just about 250 cedis. 25 cedis. Cement was just about 25 cedis. And in just about some 4-8 years, after that cement, about them, one and them baby. In fact, the managers of our economy, dear. If I be Moody and Yabo Casipao, Mira, Moody and Yabo Casipao. Now I say 28 cedis. Moody and Yabo, what's why I did?
There be now Pasadena Menka. I don't know, multifaceted. Managing, we know I can't and all say Papa no walk at all. And yeah, is this why? As we have campaigns, and someone will be catching Ghana for no. We have campaign and someone will catch ring no. As you the mobile ben one, your mamma will get a opposite. But then this is for the omuhwe ni yada endisifo ehon na wasa oka
de musumu de manya de
ene de atwam ko
de mi sika de twa
se ye koya ni mu abrabo ye boko ni mu
na se ya mu ya musu manya de
ko akire
se mu ya de na nkomo ba ya ka bana ka Ghana so ko ni
adabi o se ye ya de na se ke ba ya anya de ntiri ama ndi se o mu ma ba no o mu we should all learn from the past there you can only learn from it. But untimi mfa nyina so mfa nkasa because yensan yachi yakọ yanim enti you say yenko yanim yenyina ne se de na papa ye kan no yenyina yeyi yeyam na se obi ase or sacrifice there and as say ye betuma hase from a point na ye hu say ye say ye pese yenyina ye boy asetena ho ban. Oh,
we're big trying so, but I think we have to make some progress. Decongestion exercise, 1 year, and then day 3. My name is what follow the decongestion exercise.
Yeah, no, me, what was going on, and I think it's me applaud managers of the city. It is in the right direction because Ghana yen to me now for every year be the cost involved no be a minimum say be a ma compete sikan investment previously no they are come to fight this perennial floods but this year it is if we are not careful it's just gonna get worse you see and you know ade bia bi esi kwan no e was a yifri ho omo nya saa because climate change no no asoso ama the sea is rising nti apono nsuo no firi ha na esa de kona entimi nkogum ne yase nsuo nyina tin kogupum ana ya na sa ebesa sa na chi na eba asase so nti wose yi bibia firi ho nti no mayor no ne nkrofo ne ada MMDCs no omo no nyina na obia ne area onhwe no onye the same thing should be replicated in Kumasi, Minya, Madam for Zuba. It should be doing same.
Wow. But I know he's doing same.
And other areas because in Sona Babaton. What done? And I know climate change, it is happening.
Me that's say. But once you support that cause, it's a good cause for
yes.
all of us.
Yes. Nobody can deny the fact you good. You don't sell where you are not supposed to sell. Baby was a traffic and a fast pedestrian. Now I call Kusikwan. So it also preventing free flow of traffic. And also a cost to increase the gallon of petrol noir cars na the name udi traffic mo those days spending about 4 gallons in traffic and on more will be at the end of the day reduce productivity efficient so we should be disciplined enough in our character as a people, as a country. Lassity no indiscipline no too much Ghana. Why should that happen?
So say Chief Justice former now on suspension e da akwa down Supreme Court say ekwen omofa so omuyi no so kwa share committee na the hearing must be made public, not in camera, and that she is waiving that right. Na asem committee no ebe hia no na cameras wo ho na amaga na ni bia ehu. And what do you make of that?
Yeah, it's rather me asem no kamia nankasa de me fi senka baby ayaba bi dru ni de enka ye arms of government no 3 organs no, executive, legislature, judiciary no. Wasn't baby honum na ye structural changes, but changing leadership no. Kwako to say one arm is against the 3 of them no. They have to work, and then we have something we call in public law no, separation of powers. But what is happening now no? Country yahubida first in any year some election but it came before camera. Yesterday if she's calling for that. Yeah, but
the Constitution does not permit that. Constitution and permit sir.
Oh, Constitution permits sir.
And permit.
Okay. And you not doing, but me feel say on a yes I say, and yeah, sometimes you can just waive. And a Constitution it doesn't permit to say
waiver. It doesn't
waiver no. It doesn't permit.
It doesn't permit.
But it doesn't also permit to say more you should be meeting lawyers in more asa. So who follow Nyama one.
Then one more better answer, so how many lawyers be akodi nkomana?
Oh, that is what
question am bisa.
That is what
you have the information. That's why I'm trying to.
It is all over the place. Some lawyers be justices be omo ye na Supreme Court no. Omo ne lawyer no or no gina muma petitioners ni bi. Ekoshia wo dinner.
But are these not allegations or they are proven allegations? They are just allegations.
That is yeah. And so based on that, and I think that is what is informing the woman coming out, former CJ, you know, coming out to the demand, say, in terms of accountability and transparency for the first time, so that it will be like to say in camera, no, you come and then to say a lot of things. Because I said we say a very dicey, a serious constitutional
issue.
Yes, landmark issue on them channel. It can create a lot of problems for our democratic dispensation going forward. You know, because Ghana, we've had it. This is about the second time be a Chief Justice Adeba. History always repeats itself. It doesn't bode well for the country moving forward. I mean, the Ayababi Druino, I was saying, who say, you are say, Conanim. Ghana. We don't have any country like Ghana that we want to go. In Tianya, the obey no 1 year no the wabano and follow the same trend no ama Ghana for enya regime na bibia anye fan pepe because ya nhwe ya nsem die mu no ya na da bia na historical events no sa na ma we no na ya na kofa problem de ba country. You know, so that is my take on it.
All right, Mami Kwama lawyer Ansa Asari ending Komo, former director for Ghana Law School, ending Komo Nenyumri on Sompa 106.5 FM. Lawyer Yama Ahama Kwama ba ejumedi so.
And it do so minya.
Lawyer Abochie. I've been following your conversation all over, and I must say that you are doing very well. But with this particular one, as I say, Ababetojaya, Chief Justice herself, Abedane, a plaintiff in an issue. Is that not surprising? On one case, say no. One more petition. And that's Omode Asamna Kwakoda Supreme Court in Edin Kugo. 2 of the cases in 4-1-4-1. And this time around, Odwankaze who said no. I was already Asamno Ekwakoda Supreme Court. Somebody na baby a tribunal or amount for the Assam ever die in the court. But Sabri, or also the Asamno Ekwakoda Supreme Court. Lawyer, is this not interesting?
You can't make me a cow one. It said, now 4-1-4-1, you say, okay. And no interested that Chief Justice Nangatanga or Qua, my best sister, confusion on that day, human. And Mano, a boy in mobile, and Mano in and Mano in Chief Justice, and in President, and then Speaker in the Mobia. On the Sabiota project, and Rano, I've worked here, Sabiota project, in one day, Papa, into no warrior over court name, no, and he did not say no, Sanya at the other day, or the two, my one or the better. And he found say. Petitioners do the Supreme Court actually Guna Chief Justice in Kwande or Qua normal basis at the Unisa Namrano Serum. Chief Justice there now or the Accord name and no uncle sister a Namum or a citizen in John also to make a court. Kaka say a unit. It's not now a Chief Justice in the Judicial Council, me, man, put to be my market and say, oh, they be Yena. You want to find a fan South Korea. Now, send me a more come at them. I try to be careful. And the one man for a benefit will be the Amateur and I say, Judicial Council, no.
abandon Chief Justice ma ono nko anta to ti se nia insu pa no nta nwoma bia beba na kwa mu no e so na ba sa so I say fa na enwan nwoma nyina nso atan sa na de no bobo ba no
but no sorry so kware sa somewhere see Judicial Council no na dem pana omo wa ka betimi de bua can Chief Justice talk or no?
Me de minim when you know ne wa ma tichem tina mum ta me bai one more instead that Emma one home so yet so that e senka me bai one to me dropping Emma woman no everywhere no na say o ma jabe watia no nkwa na oku neku eno na ama enu a nibi hu ya pa se yo no ankasa tesi ade na okwa kokutukutu aka ojaja na Supreme Court judge na no so aka my lord my lady ana na say yewi a wasa ko Chief Justice na o ma say ya reverse positions no na o ma say so abeka my lord my lady ana nka ọ̀rẹ́dẹ́m àǹtẹ̀nà otu sáà nàmọ́ ní ti sáà nàmọ́ ntúwò no mẹ́ni náà ọ̀nyá adìní.
Ọ̀nẹ́ ní nyá adìní.
Àǹkó yẹ ní òyìn dẹ̀bi.
Bàbá àtọ́ asẹ́mu náà ọ̀dẹ́ kọ́ dáhùn Supreme Court no one of the relief ọ̀pẹ wọ Supreme Court no sẹ́ asẹ́mu nìkra yẹ bẹ̀ka ọ̀bọ bẹ̀ka no sẹ́ ọ̀kọ́ àkọ́ṣíà the 5-member committee náà asẹ́mu no ànkà bẹ́yẹ ànkà yẹn kárò abọ̀ntìn mọ́ òbí àǹtẹ̀. And that she's trying to waive her right to hear the issue in camera.
Editor Obono na yen nti enka nemu na akoba se ye mamunye na no na emre no so ko akoya ti se nya me mamunye na me so atinje no akoya bi si basa bi so nti sina mekada no eka menkwa anka onye mu na omu ndifem na omanu nyina hu bia ebefa futi na yinya nso ehu no kware a ewo na ko ba ti se ni a ye mamu nye ma lawyers na lawyers no te wankasa wafa lawyers bi ya ma na wankasa ogbe tetia na ko lawyer pofa na se uni bibi wo lawyers na nka omo ma na bisi bata.
Sorry, I couldn't tell me besides something to say. We've heard that some way is supposed to be heard in camera, and you can say Yeriba public, Emma Obiehu. But talk on and one of the reliefs are what they call down Supreme Court. They say, as some no, I was say Yeri camera to some Obia Shebi.
I'm not saying, and say, they did to come as soon as you and not say.
But say a year only right.
I am me take a car no minia. I want to take a car. Think that is no on I want to cook. Now, or so good and a good one. I say, my yellow baby. I think I'm going to so I want to actually imagine to a car. Yeah, my country, you know, and yet, man, you are bigger from Michael Pay. You know, taking na said therefore some time run on the first. It's the idea at the go of the physical pay to not say my yellow pay him. Say yes, or not, it's me yellow pay him. And you know, yeah, should go down in history as justice. Yeah, no camera because we have constitutional review committee, you know, almost almost you. And you want to go and say, and then to some after a while for the 6 days. My son had that to be no, but then had lady kids at the top of no air camo. Yeah, no pretty. I knew any camera, any no, and then away no, then now, they attempt one. Based on public policy. They do why you no pity. They do why you no pity. If you know, you share you want more constitution, you know, the two. Then I on pay you no pity man, and I on pay the pity. It's not you know, you do.
Hello, lawyer. Hello, lawyer. Let's see. Lawyer, but what's the main? Lawyer, but what's the main? Oh, too bad. Hello, lawyer, but what's the main?
Papa.
Okay, good. Now, well, yeah, because unim. Once I deal with the anchor first time and case you were memoha. Tianka, Ebema, a man who quaima, Yaenu Pete, Nanka, Ghana, Nibia, Shibia. Anka, historically, you know, it will go down as one of the landmark cases at Ghana for it me enjoy. As relating it to the 2012 election petition and again the 2020 election petition. But unfortunately, we have lost lawyer on the line. Unfortunately, you lose a lawyer on the line, but I think the information that we would want to elicit from him, you know, idea yes, producer Mr. I mean, that's and that they stable cry. But that's it. I got in Komoa. That when say me in studio guest, you know, idea one Abba Bedu na. Yeah, court na many or more aquacudi and kobo. Many am aquama. But your mic, but your bem, some mic, mammy. Now, Abochie, what's all mic, Hey, now that's all by when you get who have been to many ages. Who have been to any ages? There be no hard or how much you come as a do. Sir, I will do my fire or my fire. Sir. Now the dressing on the other that. And so that was that one man. My Jack Masamano. I feel by the better say.
We are bright to send me call television, radio interviews. No, how many years in it? Eh? Once a bright there, yeah. You know more. Just one bright there. Or turn us after me. But just say, who am I crying? No, baby, I'm so crying. Semeshia was so. I mean, so many years. Hey, I just have some problem there. They say, Tachima, I feel a matter. Tachima, no, Tachima for some party or moon for the agri. I feel a makai. Mona the Quintia Tachima. I didn't. I Munipania friend say, Obano, Adazwa. No, not Tachman or Tia on any Kuno. Yeah, and Tachman for the Omina wholesale, Omudinachi, and did some puffwachi. More hand one day, only the bosses about 20 have a tomorrow crowd. Hey, Tachman for no Sompa. Sigh. Sompa, the whole Ghana, Tachman for the. Oh, yes, sir. Hey, me a positive. Miss Tachman, I buy you. Sentina Pika, Tachman for Omi a lawyer, pa. They are very loyal. Omo crowd, dear. Yeah. So, yeah. Baby, Antisa baby out. Oh, sir. That Nanka. I bright me boy. Antisa baby. Who send me near crowd a catcher? Now, we are getting a dress here, the upper studio, and the other.
Sabe say Abito Bidia. Oh Bajali.
Alpha Justice.
Bidia.
Aye mu wi ana modi nko. Mu ya na modi fie nko. Mu ya na modi fie nko.
And man fa tender boat ama. Oh say nipa just dispassionate discussion amba me ya me bwana.
Ah sa.
Oh yes.
What's that?
The oba ya obey dispassionate.
What's that?
The only me dispassionate.
I said, yeah, and we agree to disagree, but at the end of the day, no.
But me here, are about serious no. Say mo ya dey for when this for mo ya dey.
In fact,
yes.
Abito Krabiti a dance. Nipa be bi wa me ni na. Ana say antima anye we so a nature say NDC. Amba Ghana kranka eye. Because we share from Republic mu. Say na o mampani dada JJ Rollins. Obey revolution no. Ema kabimam kabi amambu enkrabata to so nan abata senan ye hyase koye fa so etoto ene ama bana nkrofo ntene ma biase because na general ne nkrofo abito ne nkrofo etro ene nada no tibi disa na to nkrofo tirim ene ye koye ena mampani nkrofo ba ye hunu de siye won so koya jo mama ne his excellency John Dramani mama ne ayisu ba ye hunu de siye ena Ghana for de ne mienu nyina to apaso ena o ma we ena ma hu say yes o ma so ansuo aso ansa na o ma hu say de we ena fa so so na ade a shock the whole Ghana say ne enkwala no a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene atamans started so mu grumu o mo no bibi ti say ato forcing no de aba kujota blakwa no de aba Mahama Yarga no de aba fence Felix Kwachi no de akwa komana minta kando no de me kase me boarding kakra we kura wa wu no omo to aso no omo ba de sua adwuma no ende na ma ekoso nyina no ato forcing boss de bia otibia me chiao abunu mu amawo wa kire se amammu nhihye no okoye deputy finance minister jumadi a okosua ya okọ parliament mra am ko hihye ne nema wasua ne nyina ne egutrim omo baaye America krai kwan a wafa so a watoto ne nema na ne ti ye nso so ya de ba na asa akoma na asa amaka ho deputy governor onso asuma che na nde abeturo no na so nti o hwe omu age no na o hwe fence mabunu ahofama no abewura omu to extend say o mato omu ho ache say resetting Ghana agenda na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ahihya to so de ba no omu ba be boa hye ne kana amana be kra bebe enro nye no anko na dollar ye you can say 1169
Yeah.
Mele nim say at least ka nya ochukura na ochibikura meto so e afa no pay san ko 1162 na me say papa yi na ne gina ankomra no no kwan so no because Ghana for abrehemu a omunyama NDC a ombeto aba no enye nyame nko na boaye na general bito de no crofo de kodoje be pa ache okura na anka 80 something kura munya kura kan kura nkomunya ebegu ade no e ma game no so nyede na ya favor mu bi kakra tepa no ne other areas ya favor mu bi say nsawam aduagiri no ne tepa no de akwa other places e favor mu kakra because ankrofo no ye nyamo parliament a omeboa I expose MPP more eno na omugusu a moye dey omoye no go here another mpre oba se no sikasa reverend Tim Fojo omo ekasa na here omo minority leader majority to minority leader yi ono so se de osi eye ne nema wo de nyina atoto a e kire se ya nya san crofo we mu a anka omo ntime expose MPP to that extent ama Ghana fo hunu se oba na omo to ye na omo to ma NDC no omo nto aba hunu aba no enye NDC fo nkwa na to yo na nyame nsa wo na nyame nsa wo because hwe asofo omo Ghana na hwe himfo ye na nanom abosomfo ye imams so no nyina asore gina ye sa abaya ye ba beto ye nto no yie ne ntoma obi a obenya ahofama obenya odo ade ama oman we se bia kitaze hye ne proye ne kankan obetuma so ano aboa masika ba oman no mu sika ba oman no mu ankrofo ho be ha omo nkrofo ho ha omo so so a omatuma bon akohoma yie ahwe omo ma ne kaka ho nyame nchaade bosome nan pani menua wodi wani fam na ohwa even dollar ye sama ye kan ni ene petrol ya ahwim for duru maybe 20 cedis per liter gallon about to ene ukura 12 cedis 47 pesos korana utimi ye de eto petrol liter edigu okam anya sabi ni anka me be traffic ama be di mu ya traffic to o se je 12 cedis na me to ya nka me je so se nka dimaduru anka ma short okwem but dimad be duru because of atuforcing excellency ajon the man mahama ahofama na ode ba ya o so wo reset Ghana watnati a nyankopa ma no aniswade hunu dae so watma yi nkrofo a o metima boboa ama sa de we apesie enti na ma ekoso obi nkrofo bi pese o moje credit no ma o credit a ombeji say MTN credit to Vodafone ntimi hunu and network nsu na dia we call 5 minutes na ateko
data boarding data boarding said Sam George can say or criticize Esla Usu when Esla was the Minister for Communications. Said data board or buy the data boy 4 months. 4 months. Yes. Busumi $9 dollar from CD no amode akosoro. And that one you are taking credit. Yes. But cost of data this time very expensive.
Ye levy ne sa na ma na fifiri so kakra. Ama we are de started from ye levy. Ni yi sa na ma ni na firi ho. Ye firi we afi no ma start akọ. Because all innovation what do you call the minister? Is it the Minister of Innovations and Technology or something? I feel no put mechanism be in place such a way say no so because God am any data nko a say me dem no credit e ba akopɛ network ni nye for the past 2 months ni me nya call emfre obi nyina so more than 3 minutes da
ebe kate
na masanfre e kate no wasanfre na nyame ncha de ene yempanifo aye de o masisi anu yi ufra o mo kane no a bele 1 2 no afeke and o manya position ufra o mo mfa den because pressure no o mo so na o test message o ya o se test me o test kura so a se obehe phone kura reply o kura edin na nyame ya dum na da kro pe bi kana kuma na opeke o ko obenya daje so na di nkomo no na o kasa 3 minutes na akate obeda friend anya ne bi obenya na just next month ndade ade MTN for the Vodafone for the ye ne de me ne ho no kakra ne de nyame no kure ne wo madwene mu se me nua jata me bo modern apɛ no dakro na me ne no a discuss that before done no echina ene de my bo me trimu poso echina no papa me sorry a MTN na me use pa me call MTN office akobisa omo masa dey problem enye sabotage na mo sabotage ye dey se je sabotage dey a problem ne sen mo ne Sam George ntrase na mo bobo ho na mo ka problem no na resolve na no so meka on dey you live na year pa mo for wan ha omo na data no so mra form na nkola ne ntimi ntobi mfansua dey o school and after covid we hear adisua abasese a bibia akoye data
sure
me the phone mobile phone age 5 MBs mobile phone we fear we plan
what the idea
with that 5
MBAs
yes
wow
but that 5 we could MBA in environmental health and safety we could financial risk management we could MBA in healthcare management so that's it Misakura the last one here ibisa me now so me field what's I mean environmentalist
yeah I know
safety health and safety and me imagine say me do so mu die pa
now ever since I oba betina here me be a simple question Ayebiano Sompa FM 106.5 wako e page order
before Godaman
Farfo ne sisi
Sompa
Farfo ne sisi ko Facebook said ya wusie say wo de aye phone e kura we agi 5 MBA na de bia wo betra ha na Sompa on se because on so hwe
ade ba ko e ha
ko sisi a ko hwehwe Sompa on Facebook
ate
hwehwe Sompa uwi a no aka kire be
ye me hwe Sompa na ye Sompa nko a Facebook de nko na hia me pemini mi TV so because they say because me beba me pemini mi TV so
Sarfo se said that Facebook
I know Facebook no
na ko share your page
wo ya ma me share no mo no mesra mo and then 3 days and am nya
what should I look at
and am nya tera one what does it masanya no back because a mistake am in fandi agro especially Sunday India movie but they say no Sompa me baba ha bia me catch na me followers say me ba Sompa obi apeso ochi ba me dem dey am nya
until followers Facebook so mo mundi we chi
wa follow sa
no mo follow no mo
say me ye
so that and also make also who hear with him what adendra
maybe dem mo transmit
oh there be Facebook again Facebook now we are digital digital
anti me ya na me tinia sompa no bibi ama TV so no sir
oh sir
I was local in Sompa TV but I don't get it then I only say me some call my hene you know
oh I had the TV
TV also
sir this one risk scanning thing.
Yeah, that.
Risk scanner will dig a box.
Okay,
that's fine. So
right.
risk scanner.
You say more life, but you know the na mental me them type here. No.
Now one young man who got things on your also lock that so lock the man.
But I'm say me fast my work and I just say we are living in a country Nigeria no and yes regulators no they are always hard on the telcos no on the service providers no but Ghana has so there as I said the omuye could you believe it so if see imagine I'm saying no we have to take a class action against this telcos. Yes. It's not about government to cry. I'm just going to call my friend lawyers or any jane work this for me. Say I will sue them.
Because the network situation is very bad.
And that is the only way you can reach somewhere. Me said the minu can all them channel. I've done energy law LLM University of Ghana.
Wow.
And it is Deputy Minister Richard John Mensa. Me meet Jones Gayhawk. A lot of them. Now lectures it's on Zoom.
Absolutely.
And then you cannot attend city campus always. No. You know, so data. Huge at a huge cost.
Data board power.
And now you are working, you are consulting for some clients, you know, build will propose us for them to yes and not over top be a gig, no. Toy and one say, the guso a mawadi and son, doom no never to everything is gone.
But it is very worrying because data boy they will Ghana hapa. Data boy
they say it's unstable. Me boy, the American has here.
Yeah.
Or University of Mines and
Natural Resources.
UMAT. Yeah. Where cyber security. The would have cost no keke. Na hwe bibia wonam. She say o mama kwan no a omoye lectures wo phone so you know for the past 5 days akula we access ade na e ba na atiko want me enso ade ba akura.
Yes.
Until sanema we know enya ade a we o say dey politics. That is the fact. The man ko yi.
We have to take a class action against them.
There o say hwe no mo
because
omun take advantage wo dollar ne ne ma ekokọ form no ma fa ho the data no ade atwa ya me ne o ye mpene omuma network no nyina omuma ne nyina because we now work hard scan before God me scan me dey ndra me pesompa e wo me TV so the scan na me nya we dey back terawano back is a measure say
because even
Obi bia bagana
because the cost of data because I don't have a catch will be say some part your Facebook also Abochie me ntimi hwe mu nkosi o because data me dey buy yes had no me ntimi
too much
and me prefer say me tie wo radio no so and that is a problem for us as a country.
Yes.
And nobody is speaking to it. Yes. And it's very very bad. Nobody is speaking to it.
I'm just voting.
Oh yes, we need people to take class action.
But personally,
because cost of data or Ghana, the boarding too much. The boarding.
Over 50 cities, 100 cities.
They see this week in Guam, my top data cover 150 cities. I think. Because I need to research, I need to read.
Yes.
Utobi so kura na eya adwuma ma so kura na ensa ngina fa ko
No, it's so serious. In fact, the telcos you have to wake up.
A woman now free for
you have to wake up.
Now got 3G. And the 2G I come cry no auto data to be connected now. Go with Chiako. No, very, very slow.
Very, very slow.
Say I know Asa. What mean yes she it idea was saying na you no too many when I can want some.
Minister no should
they should wake up. Jata should wake up.
Right.
Some judge should wake up. Honorable wake up. Because data board in the
body. Oh, to one na ya na ko bo osladin. You know, I mean,
my boss lady.
I mean, no, but
at least.
Now you don't go back to speak to
because me be phone lines. He says, "Yeah, too." Sir, amount from free telecost ni behavior data cost. But the amount from
Prof, now you are insulting the sensibilities of Ghanaians.
Oh, sure.
And now confer a past minister, Ebi. Now, no, Dientina, you're to Obama party. Sabano, Yeni, Musananka, Yabato Obama, Intia, Yadi Jawa near their swallow. You have to carry it and shoulder and then do whatever your president and your party no more you pledge to do. And yes, idea. A old system no. Then we are saying the politicians they are both the same. Oh, you're quite nearby.
Chief Justice as some so mama in kakra. Now I say Chief Justice former Chief Justice suspended Chief Justice Sabri or the ababa dying a year Supreme Court say now some nanka mo beka in camera no o meka no wokukuo mu no say asem no o sere your friend is saying Supreme Court say sa asem no o man kan opete mu no obi entibi but usha constitution no so constitution no so emma ehun kwan say bebisa abesi but some people have argued say this is the first time I deal with AC or Ghana ha and then so utie hear the noise about it the politicization of this whole processes now as alleged by some people they feel say I was say yeah the trouble on team but what do you think?
Minia, mama no, okay, be ya wontie afutu mfiri mpanifo bi te se nya wotamakulo. Ene akuja tabla kwa no afutu amde man se anka wono an resign na asem we mfa na asem nko. Ebe boa no ahye na nimonyam akata no ntwom. Na kamera no nsem na no kan na wonim se no kwan. Mami utia from high court near Jompo. Appeal court near Jompo 1 year. Near Supreme Court judge. Obiata now 15 years. What was your chest only with manager woman? Somebody for poor man name sir. Prof or Musha winner. Politics are Modi Bamun, Pacho Mundu was saying, and then these are buying a point home. Womunipana Amadu Justice Amadu Bibi, and then poor man who see PNC ni and near Kakahonino. So 5 judges no. One children there and these are buying in a point. Person yard and the politics. Mwana mo kwaya mo akotua mo mra ana nhyehyɛ a da Ghana mra mu kyerɛ sɛ we judge a kwan we mfa so omo de afa so abedu 10 bibia si yesi edi wasem enye ndɛ na wo ba be kyerɛ judges ne sɛ omo mu nkobu constitution so na enkoye de wo pɛ tuma na oyɛ offense chief justice no adena that time no wanyɛ saa na ma no nti ma no de me metima tu no fo ebe boa the secretary resign.
Me no. Was a ine kadita ho asem no. Producer abomoden ama enya ra Richard Kumado ewa homano so or cyber expert and especially when it comes to data costs. Na yensa kan wa amano so. Ra Richard Kumado yema kwa baba Sompa 106.5 FM.
Thank you.
Na pato what am I saying?
Go ahead, please. Yeah.
Yo, okay. Now we want to find out from you. People are not complaining, say this time around, you know, cost of data, boy, I ding Ghana, and then again, when you go to the telecoms, services no more man Ghana for no services no papa.
I think the minister for communication, Sam George, has waged a whole war on the data cost. And the efficiency of the telcos all kind about even mobile money defrauding and many of the investigations are starting here with the telcos. What we would need to do is to put pressure on the telcos and to encourage the minister, say, advocacy not start here. Any adjustment or start here in line with making sure the data costs come down and the efficiency of our telcos, be successful. Just this morning, I read somewhere now Minister can say by close of year, the cost of data better for. Very good news because I am passing the cost of data for some time now, not just this year, but for some time now, they are very too high. You see data for most of Nyamana, very problematic. And it's a minister said by the end of the year, data ni better for now you efficiency in terms of Jumana Yanyamu at the telcos. A good thing. You better want to buy a better chance. But the cost is very unbearable in terms of what you do and how much data you need as a Ghanaian.
Well, thank you so much for reacting to this particular story. But somebody will say that how soon the minister tells us that this is going to happen at the end of the year. Must we all be waiting till the end of the year for data, cost of data to be reduced for us?
It's a regulation issue, a cost issue, a efficiency issue, a communication issue. And see, that is what the minister said from the ministry point of view. But someone said the telcos now regulator as part of what the ministry does as an overall person responsible. And then I say all the key people within the chain of supply or the chain of the services they provide will come to a particular table and let ask them the critical question in terms of efficiency, in terms of inefficiencies, but in terms of the actual cost. Because the former Minister of Communication, you remember some of those decisions why MTN raised their cost price because they said they were looking for uniformity and they were looking for competition benchmarks and all those things. Nobody was thinking for the ordinary Ghanaian. And so we need to bring them to a centralized position. The ministry, the chairman, the key stakeholders within that space. And we ask them the critical questions and put pressure on them. And answer what happened in one other country where people call them out. I think in some countries were demonstrations, but in some other countries they call them out. In some other countries they boycott their services. And then people are using satellites for their communication. If our country infrastructure can develop in such a manner, it will be great in several ways. Other than that, the cost of data in Ghana is expensive. The cost of data on the continent, Ghana will be one of the highest ones.
That's just amazing to know. Cost of data on the continent, Ghana would be one of the highest one. That's so disturbing to hear.
Definitely, because from policy point of view, I can some dodge and back now because when he was in opposition, he waged an advocacy, he led a crusade, he spoke about it publicly, even some of the measures and how much money they left for the country and many of those things. And he has always spoken about it. So for me, when he became the minister, I was happy. And to read this morning that he is doing something about it, that is fantastic. Probably what you guys can do, my friend and I'm we are. I'm going say, call June and the on-calling stakeholders meeting so that by July, August, September, something critical can happen and Christmas, people can call their wives and husbands and girlfriends and boyfriends all over the world with a lesser cost of data.
Richard, before I let you go, are you highly convicted that what St. George has said would actually bear fruits come the end of the year 2025?
And so one of the things to do is, I don't know whether he's listening, but if he's listening, then he will have the sense that example for a news bulletin. And he by your bono for say your panicho or your big brother and see because yes, small businesses we depend on data, some students depend on data, and many people depend on data. The cost may be unbearable. And see your panicho now we hold his leg on this matter. So personal it is not for command. Now I can say Japan chop on your be with mine because it's unbearable. And even the telcos, the efficiency. Why I believe Sam George to some extent was when he waged a war on the mobile money fraud and how these telcos can be held accountable because they have gone. Some people have gone to defraud the mother. I think 240,000 Ghana cedis or 24.
I remember.
Then he's also vibrant within the space, talking about some measures and how money they have left for us. And even within the NDC, some people were accusing him that 30 people should have gone home. He is engineering it that the people should say. I think when you add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he has the edge, he has the ability, he's convinced about it, he's speaking and doing something about it. What we can also do as people within the space is to work with him and say, hey, big bro, we know this, but politics can be crazy sometimes, and to do something about it for us. Then we'll be pushing it small from the back. And I believe together with all of us, including the chamber, the ministry, the telcos themselves, and many of the people, the users, the patrons, the customers, when we come together, I think this thing can be resolved, even without the minister's effort.
All right, Richard. So we want to say a big thank you. Akpanosia.
Thank you.
All right. So you heard me speak to Richard Kumado. He's a cyber security aspect, and of course, when it comes to issues bordering on data, he's gotten that kind of knowledge. So you heard me speak to him right here on Sompa 106.5 FM. And you know, I can't go dim kobono na. Said the Richard Kumado Kano. Wakare say along the telecourse, any 1 year, Eshema Yen Kasankasano said the way data more ever no. It says that there's a chain to which we must follow. And that chain comprises of the communication side, the telecoms borders in, and other sectors. And you know, yeah, sure say there's some George, I can say, by the end of the year 2025, you know, data no ever conform. Yeah, sure say I am passing data ever conform. And to me, alpha.
Yeah. You then me say where the only media ever home about the church room, say you know, say no. You crusade now was chassis. Oh, but tema no position. Ever sanema no no. And then I no into your friend say in the position now and there.
Yeah.
No.
Sure.
It also to me but more than didn't for me mumu there. End of the year now what can say every adam could remove. Because 1 year no 12 months maybe.
Oh, na say this 6 months anyway. Next month May June this 6 months. Not 6 months.
Into we share 4 months about 5 months near so other ministries are major this obetimi I increasing the effort no na katimi aba nimu and kakra na man for atima enjoy sana bronya no kra yede abedu se na ayi papa no kan nko fatima anya bi dia chat wo mabusuafo no nema later and some day before God the man anya dia
is it na ma send message say you have used all your internet and then after 50
seconds yeah no more train wa ma there almost
challenge say the data board too much
the idea or say no o man ho me so na o momode say obeboa ma sa de we so afiri wo meje de so no so firi wo no ma plasma resetting Ghana agenda no and say plasma wo no ankasa Sam George no e be kire say the crusade na walk about efa sa dem no watimi aye ho adwuma the data issue no dey pacho omomode no omuntu wana mo data no mbra from na data na ngina so
me mame go binia jeng pacho what do you also make of the data costs and issues arising
sen na midi kan na me kan no say Richard
Richard Kumado.
That's right. Or Baba Chichimo. I am say minister no if I be free no individual citizens so are affected, you know. We should come together in a class action. Na pursue. Na making sure say we defend our rights because Ghana ne Africa kwa na sa, you know, MTN so more local African continental service providers, you know. Untimi nko yi yunum na nko yi say. Kai kra say na African. Say 5G kra dey na mto me hunu say the swiftness of you know usage, you know.
Yeah.
And in Tinubia you are justified. But you don't take me back to 2G, 3G. Now you know I slow sa what the once I say if you baby cry and feel me computer cry na say e be a problem ade abemo because me be kura ntumi be na gina so sa
go 2G dey cheap. And you turn on 4G price now. No matter switches go 2-3. Na fi o ma tuma nyam fa so no more.
Yeah, there is complete.
Sana etie.
Yes,
2G price no cheap form.
Yes.
And 5G there no
5G no so.
And you turn on 5G now. No more switching na e about
who use data na bo se na abegu soro.
That's
right.
Yeah, move go to 3G.
That's right. Yeah.
Bo se o ma na about 2 no bo se slow. Bo se now was started restart your phone.
Yes.
Scan your phone.
No,
just say
no, maybe
I say internet has been restored.
Yes.
Who say I to say him no on and off. I now quite
research decks move for Adewi. Next week you come on this issue.
Prof.
Yeah.
Data doom so.
Oh, the do some there chair you cry. When they
do so.
Data do so.
Data do so.
That's all we are now.
No man can say no message na data has been restored. So that's it because only free 5G no battery 4 na battery na ba 2. Na doom. Go 2 no ayi wo mu kakra because you are free. It's a call on discrepancies.
On a more serious note, this is very serious.
Which might remain, just a break even, and I say, oh, you're not data no, conquer to be 100. We are an baby into turn 5. Also, so more tot. We are sir.
Utona kesi ya musisi yo.
Yeah, no, you can't use it.
No, because you can use it more than no, seriously, the time check. So, when you're serious downloading,
Ayiba could be on Mokrana or Moankasa Mao deadline. Oh, Uto we not 3 days.
That's right.
7 days.
That's right.
Now 7 days there no. What are we now? There go phones. No 2 days now, sir.
There be 2 days crowd as well.
7 days, the 1 week, you know. We want you to have a part when you brother bet you know. But fair.
Saturday no, I don't mean because so Okatem say I don't know for 3 days.
Yes.
3 days they can do 1 day.
Yes.
Now say 2 days na kano data na when.
Enti enyankrofo a ombetumi I take it processes because you need to build evidence about it. Now we time no now login system no I just think FM station mono mobibia no is logged and then the timing is there. Provision no we know says auto data no register why they are not taking notice of it. Building for some time. Then you can build your case. Because
this data term it's idea too much. But let me go on this break. Yeah, it's for Yabama Muso Abba and Komoimu, but the other issues we have to talk about. Answer Yama it's for so Abba and Komono so live on Sompa 106.5 FM. Can number phrases so 0260 1960 0260 1960
Techi manufui Electroland abeja near the Munamuni Amapani Nanswabo. Wait, Thursday, 10th April 2025. Raya showroom for front and Kumasi Techi Mankwana so.
Yedi Roma sorry dino and I said backsword Nedia Nimshe.
Rabaja was Samsung, TCL, Media, NASCO TV, AC, fridge, gas cooker, washing machine, deep freezer, home theater, microwave, blender, kettle, rice cooker, and any papa kahunina. Now when in Bribi, Edicam for Baku 50, Ebenya 15% discount. Any achedie, it's a rabbit idea. Kahuna, say now.
Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Ghana had the obia nim says a prostate. Na baby omutimi screening Emma Huni ye etuasia. Na a Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Anasa a kidney, a liver problem. Wofa baby and ajujo. Na the friend premature ejaculation no be maybe a one would offer kwakweshia. As a wood dinner huagro. As a wood tonte. Any ebra Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Na yamuao. A man mema mo power. A Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Wamu demufua. Yari bia infections been a woho. Anasa bia wosha wofa baby na ajujo. Kidney problem prostate die. A Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Ahenema kokobe kumase baako ho. Ebe Angel Educational Complex no. Ena Accra hanso so die. Womu jinemu ankasa. E was painted every friend share signboard no. Who na ubusasa wo pe Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic obia ebechro for Endpoint e wo 0244867068 and 0274234321 Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic wo mo dem fu Hajia Special local foods abakade enye aduane ne aduane o ye wo aduane ne wo aduane enye nwanwa se Ghana ha ahemfo eyi akese we de na kese party akese se wo pe baabi a wo be serve wo ma wo ho se ye buffet ene wo mo ye se ye local continental dishes a wo bi atwa nani a Hajia Special local foods e wo hacho atomic kwan no so ho no de enti e friend local foods ne se enye wo mo ye aduane a na wo mo atentam tomatoes apro meko apro jena apro garlic apro no de aye aduane se e ya bontine aduane e de enye ne bisa dabi Hajia suro nyame etinye nwanwa se Ghana ha etitire se ministries agencies akese eyie ahemfo na nanom ahema mo wo mo tenase no wo mo si ye bedidi ye didi eziban ye didi a wo mo se momfra Hajia Special local foods efise hono ena aduane no ekoyie Ghana ha ba bia wo mo timi serve Hajia Special local food pese wo fra eye 02463599921 02463599921 and answer 05947972115 eye 05947972115 for na with them
Abofia hey brand new no edi na taro sa hui e fra no ahomeka heat patch so what yaw e wo ho ba bia na o dia tare so emetie wa bi na do bra wo si eyi pain ene sister na yasi ari no na oda ho no enti we dey patch no na sister je ahomeka heat patch e tare wa yasi name of few minutes ene hwade hey bra ene miss me hidi power after construction ya na me back ni me neck pain ha me pa no na ma me papa e dey kutia arthritis anybody pains e yeduma say ahomeka heat patch
hey bra ahomeka heat patch no ayi aduma pa me feel heat bi abra me dey tare no afa briti awa bi mo please na jume kra
I told you so. Say your back pain, waist pain, menstrual cramps, any arthritis and quadia. Use you ahomeka heat patch. What the herbs and oil. It's a ginger and cinnamon. And I at a phone call Alpha Duo Pharmacy, Origin Chemist, Pharma George Accra, Palace Pharmacy Accra, Buekwa Pharmacy Takrad, Block Chemist Takrad, and Malawigo Pharmacy Tamale. The BFL 0599-802297. FDA Ajijodin Kratoyatum.
21st Clinic yes sciatica expert. Sciatica no o nerves na wo to ase na fa wo siremu na fa wo nansia besi ase ho no. Se ho techima eno ene ye fa ne sciatica. Na etimi bubu o to ase ka wo se dwe wo siremu wo je ho ba bi a enye. Na no na 21st Clinic ba ye adwuma pa wo mu ye ntia baso bo magine wo Ghana ha ene amono ne enya asem ketewa. Wo mu ji international awards ahodo wo mu ji local awards ahodo. Na anu nso na wo mu bi the only sciatica research and treatment center in Africa. Bibrim ha no ebi ni ba bi a 21st Clinic nkwa wo mu de bibiduro ene besa o yare no masa de machine aka ho e yare sabia yare bia wutimi de ko ne mama de ba ko a wo magidi wo mu pa no e sciatica ena stroke nso de kwa diabetes ne hypertension ne ade ne ade Ghana ha ba bia wo mu ho enkran ha se ye wo Tantra Hill runabout se wo free enkran e ba ye wo wonsa ni fa so wo fra masaman so na e ba nso a wonsa bonkum so e ho na wo behu ye 0540311311 0540311311 There's a 21st Clinic. Still, woman is sciatica expert.
Abuso afọ yẹrẹ bọ sema mo akọ ababio Sompa 106.5 FM market yapa 0260196064 0260196065. That's the number. You would be calling us in the next 5 minutes. And you know, Abito, now maybe so. Chief Justice there no be biara.
I said Chief Justice there it is unconstitutional. Now, we never question how we make it.
Yeah, it's on.
So at this time, na mene a lawyer answer sorry. Ne handless no. They be no say or dicey position. When we are you see emotions and other things there, and Ibrahim maybe, you know. But I be we say nearby, and one say, I'm for they were fighting the president. Yes, your man may discretionally. Well, using a discretion. Also, a person obey day, you follow constitution. Whether the prima facie case established is right or whatever. Wrong. Yeah, the AMA committee. The committee should come out because no credit. Emremuno do by board. My own team cover up. What is the truth will come out. So them you know, me feel say. Man calm down. I mean, nipa ne said their papa no so can. Adia ba kwa mababe hunu in public service no in a country like Ghana no who could do baby or no say na uminya asama na say won chirewa. Wan hia obi abedwane agyawo.
On say Lazar Kraka say I'm surprised Krasa. That's right. Is it a legal then Krasa? Your friend say judicial
general legal counsel.
Also is it also Mujinama?
Yes, so I could do by boss and I was a candle. Mum say me no dia. Me no dia on them and come jai. Ka will resign.
Yeah.
And save face because more this country. And now on this is about the second time Chief Justice Ghana no historically situation but they say you too build a democracy no I could do baby say the ayaba ya hunu loopholes na edi wo mu ye constitutional amendment na ye dey stabilize niema then we move forward me no Metiase na ade no Africa no your problem baby you know when it comes to the system of governance and democracy you see and so when I was approaching law no in academic discourse no I wanted to do law and development na me taking on as I say because me share a traditional ma commercial me tia konya so me busia no so come and share kutie said di asem no na structures na o ma hwehwe ni nyina na wo dem che it's like nyankopon kingdom ni bi na e was aseso and one so na de ya ban intimi di hwemu no anam se no where did we go wrong as Africans you know because a borrow system bibini so Eko ya na ye suatra adibia broni ye no onye ne sakra na ye
ma me fa callers be 5 bi na membra in studio na ye sorry na for hot bite news nimbre for hello good evening
Prof
me ba zo wana me na ka say
wa o de sia kafia phobia
kantamanto ti say
e o ade mo pa bo bibia boko na keka aban we dia ka nya kura
Ati di aban we aye ke akafia enya ofe.
Ade no aye Prof.
Na dollar aba for me say dollar 11 cedis 58 pesos enye.
Na Prof me say me use dollar ntade o. Na dollar mi aka me hu bi kura de nye. It is obi ka say dollar aba for my Prof me dey we dey be say.
Na kantamanto ona wono den aton.
Oh me to post Lacoste. What you say na to nikesen so paka.
Sa na san de bani nyina no san ze ye krefi abano ne na ediba
but nyame na mekra me de sam de be sidi neto
we de sidi neto ba se dipa da okra no se okra or the dollars na kra na se no dollar no aba from na sidi no kosoro no se no se or the ba wo betimi akoto do
Prof Mameka Joel.
Catch them me.
Omo mutani amana wo tano. Sa omo mukofani amano.
Aye.
Omo etimu ye de papa.
Wo mo mukofani amano. Omo timu ode.
Na unim. Yeah, Prof. Oba kantamanto ha. Ye nimbebre ye go inside. Omo twabe ni bi no omo ton omo ton. And na sango for no krani amane ba o. Na oba kantamanto ha. Ubehu abronsani edaya akesia ye budu ye susia. Sango for na ye koto ekakanga krawo munchena o amuna sese o mabeye etikafo a o mokra ne mane ba afra ne ekoto enema ro o munchena o enti bro mo zango foni de o mu de toma sambo mame koma samso
meet you
you can say e wo mu say dollar no abapom ba prof oni pa bibi ti say aduane cement any man kitty you are Prof. Koswa having a papa. And the Prof will be said that dollar ya all cast about for Abapum. And the Bama is the form of Tom go Jenny Bantaria. From what Pakatan or telling near Mason. Eh? I don't know if John the money mamma yate. A crowd person or $6 and Namuswa Abapoma Yeka, Musa America, and China near money maybe Namana Bata. Omono Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Bawa for Muslim back credit to Mana. And Lebason, Prof. Mamua, Uber would give it to Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, and it just go to your friend.
I have you asked the pastor by radio. So, what do you also think about the conversation today? 0260 196064 0260 196065. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hey.
What to say?
Me we about Techima Abochie.
I was just about Asubio.
We need about it, you.
You, Midasi, I wish I'm almost you. So, you say, well, much I find our mission minister, and it's a Dunura, and it is not summer. We are dear father. Now,
Minim.
It's a form of idea. No correct. I'm on for a capital. Papa, Bafo, or Cachato, sir, who Cotono of 5 years. Now, I want to do so at the matter, now, but run it down. Okay, I don't know. Papa, do we are never chrono. Chrono, the end of mobile, the Munjai. Let us be a no. I mean, among cancer says, Sereno. Sorry, you would take your or any other to me. Into the ordinary number, but man and Casse. Ebi Ghana for the emperor and I say, no, say, need a fit here. You have a kind of one job soon. Whether it's an annual year, contact on Mama, on one of my war. On sort of interest, and one got us with you just that day, and a wheel minus her. Oh, you know, dollar to the over. It can be a say. Yami, I ever transfer and Muyamuno. Dollar bedrooms, airport, within the Brunia Brim.
Yaminsha also by radio. So you can call and be a part of the show. Sompa 106.5 FM for God and Country. What do you think? Let's hear you speak on the show. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Prof.
Wow.
Prof, the members of Mekan say Ghana 3 years. Companion for an answer me for you without communication. No. Share as Munya Konya said the Brenna, woman yene Memophone or the Mekan say. So many Ghana network is woman, woman credit codes, woman you sumo, and Lano Muntiano, Diano, woman be a network Abasa. Champi become. You think where you know, I'm more than the Marco for Kim. And no one sends them, and the way to here. Uto data she tola kwampa na atekura wa pokona peto de aden ateko o fe obi do so abra wo bransa no asa so nya nipa na utimi pere yen ka se dum yen ka hwe na ma se bi akati bo so en connect na so sa ade e wo panyina wo da no so no mu kata se no esom na mo so me manfo no enye because we mu tiaka MTN doing network actually. And Samakwa na people who are just discussing about women and one saka. Now maybe this can also man. But I'm from my name to me that's on fine. Now the pastor was said, one on would be a sister would be and him can ask them. No more shake. As I said, we doing it through Indiana. Yes, a woman, where's a woman, general, and woman can eat. I've been and when you know, woman, you might have $1 no. And as I can hear now, you don't know. A young people voice my woman to what in them Americans I say. Some of you are not good there for Yano. Woman can say Ghana, Yapa, and Gama, not Prosua, yellow 40. Doesn't hear Mamma, much more boy. If I said that they would do them with any more. Not all I cannot dear, that is not for that and the most end day more. Woman, no money young for me.
Medase Pastor Bajwedi. So what do you also think? Let's get talking right here. Sompa 106.5 FM. And market Yapa 0260 196064 0260 196065. Hello, good evening. Okay, let's see. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Udini baby akasa free.
My friend Mr. Johnson, make us free Krabwakuta.
Good. Krabwakuta. Pacho wadama pacho iti wai.
Yo,
Oh, near me, there was no Edmapa away, oh my Ghana. Your friend said, Chief Justice, issue. I was almost no more can ye or Oba dear, there, Papa Muboni, Padium from Soya, and our Ghana means. And yet, a party me and a party and a party be a day or a gun and she almost now almost can ye now by the dano, one fountain ye, not as ye, emerald minimum, medasi.
Crabwalk Kotana, ever he.
I use one constituency. I use one.
Eastern region, oh, okay, so okay, all right. Yeah, that's a pass over by you, so, but what do you also think? Let's get talking right here. There's a caller here. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Biba Joanna menene kase.
In fact, I feel me J.
Eje wadarma kasa free.
Me kasa free musuku.
Musuku. Eno mpacho wen. Kwabenya musuku. Rade. Eja bi am fi ba ndi asen krami. Biba cho yeti.
Yo, me dance. Pato bi beche madwe kakra.
Biba cho bisa.
Yes, $80 so. Dollar above. Then pato dollar no electricity ana. More free other but electricity for other more from moon be so almost $80 so na more and more, so because my FPR says you two petrol ni dollar and no more increase electricity. I say ya so government body or J
abodi
yes. Now only you want electricity na ya buying the one so my
dear me kakra binim ne say Ghana hanom no ye kra fango na dia ba ma IPPs no na omo dia power generators no menim say omo kwakoto fango na omo the hard currency dollars ni bia na kwakoto. I know it should have an effect. Once you have said this, you are provoking our thoughts over here, and we'll ask the right questions for you tomorrow on the show. And Sompa, we'll do a follow up on that for you.
You near Tossum, yeah, but yeah, from no. Yeah, document, I bought 7 cities, 8 cities, 10 cities. And the no more ye Sanya Manu, Petro na Yatisuna, Abano, Eje, a Mumbo no. Yen Tisuma, Nayan, so ye my post cran, yet me, ye wine in hell, Modian, a Tomuni, a Yemonso. Almost shed the aniside and also my na Petro na Yat, a dollar na Yatisun, Quan, I say, a didi, and so I fed him away a butu.
You're welcome about it. Yeah, that's it. So they were doing boy, yeah. I think we'd have to take about a caller more and to do the signing off over here. 0260-1960-64, 0260-1960-65. Now, you just say before your last caller, now your day of friend, a corner dropper, but you can still call us right about now. Let's pick up this last caller, talk to him, and then we wrap up the program. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Rajawana menene kase.
We are free from free Cantamanto.
A free fat Cantamanto. What are man patrol it why?
Nakupon shall my young and see the bed my boy my Ghana that you say. You maybe I can make and say dollar free a few so. Maybe the idea how make a carry more century for me.
Yeah, then.
What with some what with Akran Kamakan what with me?
Maybe so.
2 more. Here 2 more. And come up free a Bema. And come up free give back to you. Give back to work right there. I take chance and what free a Bema and a yow and a boy to me and what Jenny say. And so your Tifu and to the maintenance and training be a say a Bema say your Tifu and so into your old Jenny say. And the Ghana Central for me,
Mammy Bremuka Krawa, just a crown, so fetch me. Now, dear woman, and say, for now, Yatasoro. Yana GPR team penny for the brain, I can say with here. And I'm so I'm a fool, no. Transport fares and I sent Yadiano. Yataso, Yamia Duma, every a memory diacono. Yataso, by 15%. And tis some trouble for your yard yet.
Me, the okay, and you are okay, yeah.
entaminti ye
hey na dia undie Sompa ye kapa
mbato tie mi din no Sompa me da kukure no a me ni jenna akafia nyina na ofa ko akafia frɛ ya me frɛ akafia frɛ ya me frɛ e fadin to na ma
na mumieru ho gisa me